Hello.
Yo, what's up, motherfuckers?
Wow.
How's it going, man? How's everybody doing, man? Well, you know what I mean? We'll get it started.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, right?
Fridays are my favorite day of the week by far. Always have been.
Really?
Yeah, which is funny because usually on Friday you still got to work. You still got to
Exactly.
do shit. But I don't know. My dad always loved Fridays. And I would wake up in the morning on a Friday. He'd be so stoked on Fridays. He'd be like, fuck yeah, it's Friday. And
So it's like a generational
Yeah.
love for Friday.
and like, I don't know, after work on a Friday, you're like, wow, the weekend's here.
True.
You know, and right now it's 2:30, so we're almost
there. And
there.
you know what's crazy is that in the Middle East, our weekends start on Thursday.
Oh, so Friday.
Yeah, man.
Friday
is the fucking day.
Friday's the day.
You know what I
man.
mean? And yeah, man, I feel like, it's a shared experience.
Yeah. We love a good Friday.
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm happy to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Man, honestly, it's been a like, I feel like it's been a long time coming, and honestly, I couldn't ask for a better, guest on this show.
Oh, thanks, man. I think it's a fun little collaboration between Halifax, different genres, different styles.
I think so too, and I don't think people expect it right now. You know what I mean? Like,
that's the fun shit.
yeah, exactly. Hey, yo, everybody joining right now in chat, please show us some love. You know what I mean? Drop some hearts in the chat. Let me see y'all showing us some love, baby. Because, honestly, you got to give us our flowers, bro. We're two cool ass guys. So, yeah, man, drop some fucking hearts. Let me see that shit in the chat. Okay, so what have you been up to lately? I've seen you, like, kind of, post about like you have a festival coming up. Like, what's going on?
Oh man, so lately I've been back up a little bit.
Okay.
I just came off. The whole fall was busy as hell for me because I put out an EP in September, and it was called the This Is High Octane EP.
Sick.
And what was cool about that one is it was a bit of a departure from some of my other music.
Okay.
The other stuff was a little bit more like house music oriented, and this new one, definitely there were some house tracks, but then there was also some like more bang and techno stuff. There was some breakbeat stuff, and the whole kind of message I was trying to, and I still am preaching behind it is for people to just be sort of their authentic selves in their music and kind of produce whatever they want, release whatever they want, take some risks. Don't feel like you got to just like stay sort of in one box.
100%.
And so I really kind of let loose with that EP, and then did a subsequent tour that kind of followed that afterwards.
Dope, man. Where'd you go? Like, where'd you stop on the way?
Oh my gosh, I think it was a 20-date tour. I think it was close to 20 days by the end of it.
Damn, bro.
And yeah, we were kind of all across the states.
Hey, yo, Harsh, what's good? Cloverdale for Shambhala this year.
Oh man, I would hope, man. I'm not on the. They just dropped the lineup, so. Spoiler alert! They dropped the lineup already, and my name is not on there.
Sorry, Harsh, to break your heart, man. Like,
but hopefully next year, that's a bucket list festival for me for sure, man.
Yeah, man. It's such a sick fucking festival. Like,
it looks incredible, and it looks like it's like definitely the vibes that I love, because it's just all about,
Do you have a favorite festival?
I mean, our local Future Forest Festival is a fun time.
It's sick, dude.
Yeah, I actually walked past you while you were performing there.
Oh, you just walked past me? You don't care. You just stop.
No. I didn't know you at the time at all. Yeah. And I literally didn't know who you were, but I walked past and I was like, holy shit, they got a hip hop act here. This is awesome.
Yeah.
And I stood, watched a couple songs. You fucking killed it.
Thanks, dog.
And it was just cool to see that. For those who don't know, it's an electronic festival mostly.
Yeah.
And so it was sick that they had you guys on. And how was your experience there? Did you have a good time?
Because
I know you might be
so different.
Yeah, you might be totally out of your element there.
Absolutely, bro. Like, I showed up in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like I'm sticking out like a sore thumb. Like, I do not look like. And actually,
I just always.
I was wearing this. I was wearing this one too.
Yeah.
On stage, and I was like, holy shit, I look like such a hip hop, you know what I mean, influenced person versus like everyone else that's like dresses like fucking elves and shit. And I'm like that, but I think that's cool. And
nobody gives a fuck.
No one gives a fuck, bro. By the way, Harsh is saying, I was hoping to see you at Fractal Forest.
Yeah, it's
Or
one of
Am-
the stages that.
Oh
Channel
shit!
One-
Or
yeah,
Amp
yeah.
Stage.
Hell yeah. Well, I hope.
Sad reacts.
Oh man. Hopefully next year, man. That'd be sick.
Yeah, man. I think, hey, yo, for everybody joining right now, bro, this is Cloverdale. We're fucking chopping it up, and we're about to fucking go in and deep, talking about his like influence, talk about his culture, everything. You know what I mean? Because I think it's a part of your culture now. Like you've made it a part of your culture, like your sound. You know what I mean?
Electronic music in
yeah,
general.
man. I think that's fire. So yeah, you were saying about Future Forest. Fucking yeah, bro. What a wild ass time. I went. We like. I had to like leave that night too, which sucked. So I left at like fucking 2 a.m.
Oh, and you drove
and I
from
drove-
Fredericton where to here?
Yeah.
So you got back here at what, like 6 o'clock in the morning? It's like a 4-hour drive or something
yeah.
like that. That's a long drive. Why did you do that?
Because I had to be here for something the next morning.
So, but why? And you just wanted to stay and enjoy the vibes
Yeah,
there
bro.
till 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I do get it. I wouldn't want to leave either. I've done some crazy shit to like be at that festival. I had a homie that was getting married in Fredericton that same weekend.
Oh shit.
And I was playing the festival, and so I was trying to like do, and I was in his wedding.
Okay.
I was like,
So you went to his wedding.
I was like in the groom's party. Like I was like in the wedding. And I managed to like jump back and forth. So like I was at the wedding, and then like as soon as the wedding was all over at like midnight or whatever, I left, went back to the festival. But the day before I had to go in, and I had to go do like the rehearsal dinner. So like throughout the whole day.
2 days in a row.
Dude, it was like 3 days by the end of it. Like the whole day I spent at the festival, and then I went in there at probably like 5 or 6 o'clock, went, did the wedding stuff, and then came back at like 10, partied.
Do you mind if I smoke?
Oh no, please light it up, man, on the internet.
Hey, yo, if y'all smoking, bro, light it up with us right now. We're just chilling.
Thank you, Canada. For
Oh
allowing
my
us
God.
to
Thank
do
you,
this.
Canada, for, allowing cannabis. And like, what's crazy is like, before I started the streams, I like researched it. I was like, yo, can I smoke on stream? And it says like, if you are in a country where it's legal to smoke, you can smoke. Yeah. And I'm like, hell yeah. Because the same thing with drinking. You know what I mean? Like in some countries, drinking is like illegal, right?
Yeah. But here we are.
But here
in
we
Canada, smoking weed. We love it.
Now, granted, if I go back home and they fucking have footage of this somehow, I'm actually fucked. But like, you know.
Yeah. Where would they get footage of
take
this?
The risk. No, any YouTube, someone.
What, do you mean there's a video of this right now of us smoking? Okay. He's like, man, if a video of this ever surfaces,
leaks.
He says, "Wow, live on the internet." Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom.
literally, bro. Like, fuck. Fucking hell, bro. Yeah, man. So, what you were saying? Something about like production. Were you not? We just talk about that shit, or was this
A
my
little bit.
ADHD?
Yeah, dude, you get 2 kids with ADHD running this stream.
Oh my God, not everyone's in trouble, bro. Yeah. So yeah, you were saying you made this new album, or like this new project that you were working on, and it was something different.
Yeah,
and then you toured.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, did the tour.
Okay, so
Tour
when
was
was
fun.
that over?
The end of the year. So the last, technically, I think the last stop was the show in Ottawa that I did on January, like
Dope.
first weekend in January.
Do you like do you see like do you like the Canadian scene when it comes to like house tech and like EDM?
Yeah, totally. I mean, there's some wicked pockets, and I mean, some cities definitely like Toronto, Montreal are huge. You know, Montreal's a global center for electronic music for sure, and Toronto has a really, really solid scene there as well. It's sick to see that like, you know, Halifax is like really strong as well. I mean, I grew up originally in Ottawa, and
did you? So you're not from here,
dude. I originally grew up in Ottawa, and the electronic scene in Ottawa compared to here, and Ottawa's a much bigger city and a bigger airport,
honestly, like,
closer to Toronto, Montreal.
You
would kind of
like
assume,
location wise.
you would assume that they would have like a much doper music, and they have a giant like electronic music festival every summer. Escapade.
Do they?
Yeah, Escapade. That's
Okay,
there.
cool.
But other than that, throughout the year, I feel like
place.
Halifax like has it locked down so much harder.
100%, bro.
Especially
I went to Ottawa for like a few days, and I was like, bro, like this is like bigger than Halifax, but somehow like they've missed the mark completely on like they're like out, like, you know what I mean, going out and like having fun.
The arts and culture.
Exactly, right.
It's like, like a government town. Not to diss Ottawa, I do love Ottawa, and
Ottawa's beautiful.
Shout out
in its own way.
There's a bunch of dope promoters there that I'll like co and DJ with, and the scene there is tight. They're just a tight knit for the size of the city.
Yeah,
it's like a much more tight knit crew than you would expect.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, 100%. Thank you for rewording that, because
I don't want to
upset anyone.
On my Ottawa folks, because they genuinely are like some of my favorite people.
Damn. I just like outright just violated all of the Ottawans. Nah, man, but like I like the way that Halifax is running in terms of like the EDM scene, and like, you know, your scene and the tech house, you know, all of that shit. Like I love like the turnouts that happen. Like I see it more in that than other genres, like over like, and it's more consecutive, you know what I mean? Like every time like there's something at the Grand Parade that's of that nature, it's shut down, bro. It's like a shutdown, like, you know what I mean? Like and at the Marquee, like it's always like I see it selling, you know what I mean? So it's
definitely
yeah.
I'm so out of the loop with anything. I was gonna say, I was like, man, like I'm trying to compare those shows to other shows, but I haven't been out much. I feel like the only times I go out are like for
when you're performing or like seeing other artists.
Yeah, I'm performing, or like one of my good friends is performing, or my girlfriend's performing, something like that. And so it's almost always like a house or techno or bass music or something like that.
I feel you, man. I feel.
I need to get out to some more hip hop shows, bro.
Bro, you
what's
do.
What's coming
you're not really
up?
missing anything, bro.
What's on the calendar
for me?
No, for
just hip hop,
for the scene in Halifax. What are you checking out? What are you excited?
Damn.
Is there anything you're excited for coming up in the next couple months?
Fuck. I don't know, man. I'm out of the loop like you, bro. Like I suck at this shit, bro. Because for me, I'm also like, I'll go out when I'm performing or some of my friends are performing.
Yeah.
And so I'm not really tapped in. Like usually like someone would be like, yo, Shanii, this is happening tonight. Come through. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, night of
like,
kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
right.
but I don't know. Like
sometimes I only live like a week in advance
exactly,
too. I'm like, what am I doing tonight?
I'm in that moment right now in time.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, I don't know. Hey, yo, what's up? What's up?
Bass Odyssey. Those are my boys from South Africa. Actually, they are sick. They are some really, really dope house producers.
Hell yeah,
from
man.
South Africa.
Hell yeah. Shout out
awesome.
Bass Odyssey, bro. We gotta, you know what I mean? I'm getting put on to like this whole shit now, like this whole scene, like through you, man. Like I'm learning a lot about it. You know what I mean? So I think that's sick.
Hell yeah. I feel like there is like a really cool world that I can see like between house music and like your music. It's probably not similar to what I'm writing these days, but similar. You know, more
vibes, more similar aesthetic.
Yeah, more lo-fi vibe. There's a world where the two can
collab and just and yeah, man. I think like there's a world where everything can collab. Like when I hear the Arabic influence in like some of these like house.
Oh yeah, there's tons, bro.
You know, and I'm just like, damn, like Arabic was never meant to be on this shit, but they made it happen. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit, like so this is cool. And now you get like, you know, DJs like Rami Nassif that like completely like took that and like ran with it. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like different cultures and different like, you know, sounds can always like come together and make some fire shit.
That I think is like and it's kind of how all art evolves, any art. And I often think about that very specifically as I'm working on a song. It's like, how can I take two different musical concepts, themes, genres, motifs, whatever? How can I take two that are as separate apart as they can? You know, like how can I take some like really raw trap vocals and interject them into this techno song? How can I take, you know, like this, you know, real lush, I don't know, funk sample, but like make it real dirty and hard? And like how can you know take these different styles and just blend them in?
I think that's beautiful, bro. And I think that like it takes someone like with like talent to like do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, because you have to have an ear for more than one thing. Like, you can't just be all up in your head on one genre. You know what I mean? Which kind of keeps your ears fresh. Like, you have to keep your ears fresh. Like, which is, I think, so fucking important.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's something I could do a lot more of. I feel like I do a poor job of listen. Like, if I just am going for a walk and I'm throwing on Spotify and I'm putting on some music, I do a horrible job of not just putting on dance music, bro. I literally only
you
listen.
Suck at mixing up the playlist.
Yeah, I'll listen to new dance music.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like new techno, new whatever, but it's just still gonna be dance music. And I love hip hop. I love rap music. I love, even some like I grew up on rock and metal. I was in metal like all through high school.
Me too, dude. I was a huge metal fan. I still listen to metal from every now and then, like on some like hitting the gym shit. Listening to fucking metal is sick. Wait, what's the? Let's go metal.
I'm an educator. Thanks, boys.
I was in
my boy, who and why, Adam from Toronto. What's up, buddy? How you doing? I'm glad to hear you're here.
Hell yeah.
This stream is going to be way more chill. Adam tunes into all my streams, and usually the streams are very technical because I'll do live track feedback and listen to people's
and
music.
just more like critical, like more.
Exactly. And today, this stream, we're chilling with Shanii, and it's real laid back.
It's just vibes, guys. It's just vibes. And yo, you were a new metal guy, bro. I love fucking Deftones go crazy. System of a Down go crazy.
System of a Down, man. System of a Down is the dopest band, man.
It is, bro. It's my favorite fucking band of all time, bro.
Dude, they are incredible. And even Serge Tankian afterwards did his solo shit afterwards.
Yeah, I actually love that shit.
With the piano work and stuff.
Crazy.
Oh, man.
Serge is like a fucking, like, he has on some, like, orchestra type shit.
Yeah,
like,
dude, he's a maniac. I love it so much, man. Where is he?
He's Armenian.
Armenian.
And bro, all their music is about the Armenian genocide.
That's so fucking
dude,
crazy,
it's insane. They're talking about, like, all this, like, BYOBs, like, you know what I mean? Like, about the propaganda and Armenia being genocide.
I should go back and because I when I was listening to System of a Down, I was a young teenager. I wasn't paying attention.
You weren't like the thing is
I was like fucking vicinity of city. Let's go on.
Terracotta
pie.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, that's where I was like, it's nonsense. It's literally. But knowing this all now, and I really should. Educate myself
metaphorically
more on
who and why is I was more into the first two Linkin Park albums and
Linkin Park is great too,
and Disturbed, fire. Big love for Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit go crazy, bro.
Yeah. I actually never had a super Limp Bizkit phase, but I worked in the kitchen for a while.
Okay.
And one of the chefs there fucking loved Limp Bizkit so much, and so anytime I hear Limp Bizkit, I just picture me like chopping carrots or whatever, just break shit.
Do you like cook listening to Limp Bizkit now? Just like
I should put that on.
Yeah, man.
I should put that on. I can guarantee it that my girlfriend would hate Limp Bizkit by far. So I'm definitely gonna put it on.
I feel like I don't know. Were you looked at as like a weirdo for listening to metal as a kid? Like
yes and no.
I was like big time,
but I had a crew of metal homies. Like we were the metal kids. For sure.
Okay.
And so
you were like the metal clique, like
there were like I don't know, maybe 8-10 of us.
Cool. Okay.
That were like the metal kids.
Hell yeah.
And we were all really good homies and good friends and I don't know. We were pretty chill. My school for the most part, people I don't know. Maybe it was just my high school or maybe my experience, but it really wasn't super bad in terms of like clickiness and whatnot.
Okay.
Like I don't know, we were all pretty like everyone kind of was like, all right, we chilling.
Yeah.
We in this together
beef.
A little bit.
There was
obviously there was still. I mean, we were a huge high school. There was obviously still some beef, but I talked to other people and hear their experiences and stuff. I'm like,
man, I
that
don't
was not
understand
mine.
That. Yeah, I don't understand. Yo, who and why might not chat a lot. Phone in my pocket, but I'm listening. Okay, sick, bro. No problem, bro. You know what I mean? Do your thing. Yeah, bro. High school everywhere is such a different experience.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Bro,
Tell me about your high school experience.
Oh yes, of course.
Oh yes, of course.
My high school, so I went to Okay, in the Middle East, like you either go to a public school or a
Yeah.
private school, right? But
Yeah.
public school is only in Arabic, so
Yeah.
that you don't learn English. You learn
Yeah.
English in English class, but in private
Yeah.
school,
But it'd be like us learning French, and I don't know a fucking word of French at all.
right?
I can't speak French at all.
100%, right? So
Yeah.
it's like it's exactly like that.
And I went to a lot of French classes. I took it all the way through. I still.
Yeah, man. I can't remember any of my French classes either. But yeah, so I went to like a private school where, you know, it's like the clickiness. So in public school, just like everyone, it's like segregated too. It's like male in one school and female in one school. Like in Kuwait. In Syria, it's a bit different. But in Kuwait, it was like that.
Yeah.
And so, but in my school, it was kind of like mixed, right? So it was like, it was chilling, blah, blah, blah. Click-wise, it was more, bro, this is going to sound horrendous. But clicking-wise, it was more like fucking like racial and class.
Yeah.
Those two were, so free people that are from Kuwait, the Kuwaiti people, would like hang together.
Yeah.
Egyptian, Syrian, Jordanian, you know.
And was the whole school in English?
So the whole school main language was English.
Wow.
But we had like Arabic class. You know what I mean? So, and obviously, like,
but most of everyone's first language was mostly
exactly right.
Arabic
so like,
anyways.
yeah, growing up, like talking to people, we were talking Arabic. Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, so basically, boom, it was like, yeah, and then class, it was like the rich motherfuckers, and then, you know, but it's cool, bro. It was just like, it was vibes. I can't lie, like it was nice because also like it kind of put you closer to like many cultures too, right?
Yeah.
Because like I was hanging out with so many different people from different cultures. I think that's the most beautiful thing ever. Like learning about, like when I came here, I knew like what cultures to like respect, how to respect cultures, like, you know what I mean? And how to show signs of like, you know, respect to a culture, you know what I mean? And I think that's hella important.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
It's something that, the average folk here growing up
Dude,
might not experience. Maybe folks in the inner, maybe Toronto, people living in Toronto.
Yeah,
that's a very multicultural.
It is.
You
it's
can't.
Dope. I love the multiculturedness there.
Yes. However, you go like an hour outside of Toronto and not so much.
Yeah, 100%. No, 100%. Like my friend, he grew up in like Barrie.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Barrie is basically like Halifax. Like in terms of like what's the vibe. When I first came here, bro, like I was one of like a smaller number of like immigrants that was like, because I came in 2014.
Yeah.
So I was like one of the smaller number of immigrants that like came here. And when I tell people like, oh, I'm like Syrian, Lebanese, like, oh, like Syria, like, are you like from like, do you know ISIS? Like, what the fuck? Like,
that's insane, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. And I'm like, bro, are you serious? And then I'm like, but so I grew up in Kuwait, and they're like, where's Kuwait? And I'm like, yo, it's next to like Saudi Arabia and like Dubai. She's like, oh, like, so like, do you ride camels?
Oh my gosh.
And brother, like, do you live in tents? Do you ride? I'm like, bro, we literally have like more Ferraris than Halifax. Like,
yeah, way more.
Like, you know,
way more,
like,
bro.
Like it's like a household has more Ferraris than you know what I mean?
God.
So it's like they don't understand like
Yeah.
the level, but it was fucking funny as shit.
Some people need to spend more time on YouTube, and some people need to spend less time. But I think there's some people that could really benefit just from watching a couple of videos, being like, here's what's happening. Here's what's going on here.
Yeah.
And here's what's going on here.
100%.
And just like, you know, you can't just watch the news all the time.
No, you can't watch the news all the time. I feel like the news is a bit of like a toxic place because it's like ultra biased.
It's all a mess.
It's, you know, it's fucked up. Yo, who and why say I went to school in NB and QC and Ontario. Damn, bro. That's a lot of places, bro.
Just jumped around.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. Like, also, like, I think, like, growing up, and if you jump from between schools, bro, it's so difficult to like maintain homies. Like,
yeah, that'd be tough. I never did that. I literally from
just the
one of my good homies who I'm still good homies with. I like met him when we were 4 years old when we started like kindergarten, and like I'm still good friends with him now. And we went to school together the whole way.
Yeah, bro, that's lovely.
I have like a bunch of friends that like we met in like. Yeah, grade 4, grade 5, grade 6.
Damn, I never got that experience.
Are still my Ottawa homies, man.
Damn, bro, that's like honestly, man. I like even growing up like in one place, but going to 2 different or 3 different schools can fuck your shit up like that.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. Okay, speaking of school, you will be teaching motherfuckers how to cook.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, like, transition?
I love teaching people how to cook, aka produce music.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do, and because I it's my favorite thing to talk about. It's my favorite thing to do myself is to produce music, and so I love just sharing that passion with other people.
Hell yeah, bro.
And yeah, it's one of my favorite things ever, bro.
That's like, what got you into that? Like, what made you want to, do that?
Want to teach?
Yeah.
Money.
Okay.
No, that's no. Honestly, that sounds horrible. But that's the like originally I started early on, so I graduated university and I went and I lived in Korea for 2 years.
Oh my god.
Which was sick as fuck. I went and taught English while I was there, and super fun.
That sounds insanely fun, dude.
Yeah. Okay. How this whole this story all gets around how it all kind of somewhat relates to money. But while I was over there, I had a bunch of free time, so I dedicated all my free time to writing music. And I also I lived alone. It was just me. I had some friends. I met some people while I was there, and I started traveling and whatnot. And I made the most of it, but I still had a lot of just time for myself.
Yeah.
And anytime I just cracked open my computer and I'd just start working on music and producing music. And
You were producing before you went?
Yeah, a little bit. I kind of started DJing and producing in my last year in university.
Cool. Okay.
And yeah, I had some fun doing that. And I DJ'd a lot at UNB in Fredericton, which was a blast.
Nice. Yeah.
That's where I went to school. And
they party out there.
Oh yeah, we had a blast.
Yeah, bro, they fucking party in Fredericton, bro. Shout out Fredericton, bro.
Yeah,
they know how to party. I went there for a night. I was performing at the Cap.
Oh yeah, well, I love the Cap.
Yeah,
man.
bro, it's a sick venue.
Yeah.
But then there was this place called Dimitri's.
Yeah, I know Dimitri's.
Right,
yeah.
and then on the roof they have parties up there.
Yeah.
So this guy, I don't know, bro, we just bumped into each other. I was like, yo, he's like, what do you do? I was like, I'm an artist. He's like, oh shit, come to this. I'm an artist too. Boom. So we end up on top of this fucking pizza shop's roof, just partying till fucking 2 a.m., bro. Just
love
fucking,
it, man.
Yeah, bro. And I was like, damn, bro, these motherfuckers know how to party.
Yeah, dude. Awesome fucking spot in Fredericton.
It is, man.
I loved getting. That's where I started DJing. I threw my own parties and stuff there.
Hell
it was
yeah.
Good time.
Damn.
But yeah, dude, I loved it. Went to Korea, had a ton of free time. When I came back from Korea, my music I had uploaded a bunch to SoundCloud, and I started to get some traction a little bit just on SoundCloud. And I was like, oh wow, I never had really thought that maybe this was. It was always something that I loved.
Right.
I it was something that I was never gonna stop doing.
Right.
But it was never maybe something that I was like, this is potentially a viable career option.
Mm-hmm. I know, I understand, because that's how I saw it too. I never really looked at it that way.
Yeah, and it was like, this is something that I'm going to continue to do forever. But until I started to see some of the numbers and some of the streams,
it
and
didn't
some
make
of the,
sense until you started seeing.
Yeah, and I started seeing the feedback and the comments, and people were like, and so then I kind of made a decision in my head. I was like, well, I might as well give this a real shot, and really, just because I think that's one thing as an artist. If you do want to be a successful artist, you need to be 100% in, and be 100, be super committed and kind of be
100%.
Because the reality is there's a million other people out there these days that are also doing it, and you kind of have to go all out to make it.
I think so too, man.
And I knew that and recognized that early on, and so what I said to myself I was like, I just need to have time. I need to think about how can I spend the most amount of time working on my music, working on my promoting my music, the entire project, the whole package. And so and at the time I didn't know what I was entirely going to do career-wise, money-wise. My degree was in media and film. I have a background in video editing and photo,
Oh, dope.
graphic design, all that sort of stuff.
Dope. So
And
you like that's actually so important. Like,
oh, it's so sick. That's what I like. I still do all the like
your own like
all the vibrancy stuff, all my own stuff,
Damn.
even like all the festival stuff. I've done like all of it. I did all of it.
damn. Okay.
All
You know
the
what? That actually makes
videos.
sense now.
Yeah.
I was like, oh damn, that's fire. And I was like, if you have full control over what you're doing and like creatively,
Yeah.
like visually, audio, boom, now you've captured everything. Everything else outside that okay, cool, that can be handled by other people. But
Definitely.
if you're handling visual, audio,
Yeah.
boom, that's it. That's like
Yeah.
the two like top level types of media, I
Yeah.
think. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And
Definitely.
combined, bro, like now, boom, you have your whole shit under your own shit, you know?
It's great. And like, yeah, if there's any other like aspiring artists out there, like even just learning the basics of Photoshop, you're going to need to use it at some point. I'm sure like at some, or Canva or whatever.
Canva is a huge one, bro, for me.
Yeah.
I
Canva.
like
Same. Photoshop or Canva. But like, how often do you use Canva? Probably often enough,
often
man.
as fuck, yeah, bro.
Yeah. And like, you know, when you started rapping, did you ever think, fuck, I'm going to need to learn this
No.
dumbass fucking software?
Not at all, bro. Not at all. But I think because also a lot of the cover art, I do it myself. And
Yeah.
like, you know what and that's why like I see the importance in it, because I'm like holy shit, like if you can make your own shit happen, and okay, yeah, you can get help here or there, but if you can make the main idea, you can put that shit down.
Yeah.
You're solid, bro.
100%. And like, yeah, it is just not financially feasible for you to be
Outsourcing
constantly
everything.
paying someone else to do especially every little tiny little video edit or like any tiny little, like it gets crazy expensive.
It gets so expensive, and
And-
bro, like I've realized that as an artist, you really are like kind of at the bottom of this upside down pyramid.
Yeah.
You know, where okay, you're the starting point of the whole thing,
Yeah.
but then as you go up, you just need to keep paying people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
like, the more shit you want, the more things you have to pay for, and so
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sometimes people think that the more they're like, oh, I wish I had all these other people, and you're like, yeah, you do, but you also then have to pay them all.
yeah.
And like that's not feasible sometimes. You know,
Unless someone is, you know what I mean, your homie, and they're helping you out with
Yeah.
some shit, like cool, you have that, right? So boom, maybe you can have that as your homie, as you're collaborating with them.
Yeah.
But then let's say you need a video edited or this, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and you don't have the homie for that. If you don't know that shit, and it's super key to like your success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like as an artist right now, if your shit doesn't come with the right visual, then you're taking an L immediately. You're not even
Yeah.
like, you know, like I feel like from a visual aspect, whether it's branding, whether it's like, you know, just the cover art looks
Yeah.
sick, you know, or like a little visualizer. It doesn't have to be a music video.
Yeah.
You know, like if you have solid like assets like that to back it up, bro, like it's the chance of it succeeding is much higher, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you're just gonna run into like you get a show booked and you need to promote it, or like you're doing a meet and greet and you gotta like make the asset for that or something
Right.
like that. You know, paying somebody every single time is just so absurd.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, I like that was what I thought I was gonna do.
Mm.
I thought I was gonna do, and I did that for and I was like sort of freelancing. I wasn't making tons. I didn't have like a giant like client list or anything.
Yeah.
I kind of just was like putting my word out there. But
Yeah.
what I was trying to do is just make enough money to, well, this is what I ended up doing. What I ended up doing after I left Korea, roundabout story.
Yeah, this whole
It's
time
like I
we're
came,
talking about Korea. Yeah, okay.
I came back and I was like, well, where do I want to live? And
Yeah.
what do I want to do?
Yeah.
Where do I want to live and what do I want to do? And so I had a couple options. I was like, I could move to Ottawa where my dad was living.
Okay.
I could move to New Brunswick.
The
where
safe option.
safe-ish,
Yeah.
but like I didn't really have a lot of friends that were there. I didn't really
Yeah.
like the music scene there. I wasn't really too tied to Ottawa by any means. And it was really at that point I hadn't lived there in like 5 or 6 years anyway.
Okay.
So it wasn't really necessarily like home for me. I had a bunch of friends
Gotcha.
in Fredericton. That was another option. And then I wanted to move to Montreal. That was really big because
Bro, Montreal's where it's at.
it's the dopest city, and
It really
they
is.
have it's affordable, and
Yeah.
it got an amazing music scene.
It does.
And so Montreal was definitely top of the list, but I didn't really know too many people, and I was really also nervous at the time because I was gonna do music full time and freelance and do some photo video stuff all freelance and kind of just like just wing it in the gig economy.
Yeah.
And what I was nervous about moving to Montreal is like, man, if shit happens and I just don't have money, I can't just go out and get a job.
Right.
Because I don't speak French.
Yeah, that was a big one for me too. Like, I thought about Montreal so much because as an artist, like, I don't know, I feel like it's way more artsy as a city, you know, in general. Like, and yeah, like the venues are always like nice, and they have so many venues, and it's like very music focused as a city.
Yeah.
So I just thought, like, I got so inspired going there, like, as a Canadian city. Because to me, like, I don't know, like, I'm it's gonna sound like I'm gonna shit on this place, but I really am not. Like, Toronto's beautiful, but from an artistic perspective,
yeah, it's not as grungy.
It's not as
it's not like Montreal though. Montreal is a city of love.
It is, man. It is. You know, and the people there are super nice. I don't care what people say. I don't know why people are like, oh, Montreal, they're fucking ass. No, they're not. They're not assholes.
I don't think that. No, I've always,
you know, so no, but people in general, you know how like people in general from here, they say like, oh, Montreal, and no, they won't be mean to you if you don't know French. Like, as long as you, like, people have that assumption.
Yeah, especially like right in the city. Yeah.
Honestly, like, as soon as I walk in, I respect it. I go, you know, bonjour, you know.
I love it.
I'd be like, comment ça va? I try, but I'm not gonna, you know, run with it. Why are we even talking about Montreal?
Because I was
oh, you were potentially gonna go to Montreal.
Move there. But then I got booked to play a couple shows here in Halifax, actually.
Damn.
And
by Kyle?
One was by Kyle, and another one was actually at Men's and Molly's. Remember Men's and Molly's?
Oh my God, that was my first show.
Yeah, man.
My first show was at Men's and Molly's. What a fucking place, bro.
Hilarious. Anyways, the other one was at the Marquee, and so I came out and played the show. Show was fucking sick.
Yeah.
I knew a bunch of people here already, but then I got to meet the whole music scene here, and I like at the time there was just like a whole giant friend group of people that kind of just took me under their wing a little bit.
That's sick, man.
And came back a couple months later, and then that summer I did a whole tour of like Evolve and Future Forest and
nice.
So a bunch of East Coast festivals, because I had a lot of those East Coast connections because I was at school already out here, and so I was kind of already pretty East Coast based. Like I knew Tim, who runs Future, from like back in my days in Fredericton.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So like I was already kind of like connected.
You already tapped in a sense.
Yeah.
But you truly got a taste of what it was, that stretch.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And that would have been 2017.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 2017. And then like that would have been like the spring of 2017. That summer would have been all of those shows, did all of that. And then by the end of the summer, I was like, oh, like I did that whole summer. I was kind of living half of my mom's house in New Brunswick, half of my dad's house. I was like sleeping on friends' couches. I was effectively homeless.
Yeah.
But come September, I was like, I'm going to decide where I want to live, and I'm going to move somewhere in September. And randomly, my buddy Jarrett, who I'd hung out with a bunch that summer at all these shows, he messaged me. He's like, hey, I'm looking for a roommate here in Halifax. We found this super sick spot, but we need another person. And it's only going to be $500 a month. And I'm like, okay, all right, I can do that. Yeah. And I'm comfortable doing that with pursuing this, like, you know, because I was still nervous freelancing, you know, going out there without like a real job. Yeah. And so at that time is when I was like, okay, I'm going to start teaching lessons.
Sick.
Because it's something that I love. It's something I enjoy doing, and I do it over Zoom. So I do lessons with people in Australia or in Europe or wherever. All over, people book them, which is really cool.
That's so nice, man. Just building like that community, like that's sick, bro. Because these are people like you're gonna know for life. You know what I mean?
It's like, super fun. And what's so cool is now that I've been touring a lot more, a lot of these people I've been doing lessons with for years, like go out and like I'm now in their city, and they're like, no way, it's so cool that like you're actually here, and like we got to
Damn.
meet and like all this stuff.
That's so fun.
Yeah, really, really cool. Some IRL to URL. No, URL to IRL.
URL to IRL. Facts. Okay. That's sick, man.
But yeah, so you were like, how did you... There's a really long way of me saying how I got into teaching lessons.
Oh, and bro, like I'm telling you, like our ADHD is gonna be bad for this.
Well, I knew that we were here for a while, right? The stream goes till 5.
Yeah.
So I knew that we were in for the long haul. And so we were gonna get the long haul story.
Yeah. No cutting corners in this shit, guys. Yo. There's no cutting corners.
Yeah, you got the long. Anyways, I think my moral of all of that story about the money thing is what I tried to do for those when I first moved here, and I was only paying $500 a month in rent, and I was just freelancing, doing music, and I was like, I'm just gonna give music a go as hard as I can. I would try and make enough money doing either lessons or mixing and mastering or some of the freelance graphic design or video stuff that I was doing. And as soon as I made enough money to pay my bills, I'd stop making money. I just wouldn't care.
Right.
I'd focus all my efforts
just on music,
onto writing music and like bettering my artist project and getting DJ gigs and like, some of that, like this money that you incur, you get along the way. You play a gig, you might get, a few $100 early.
Facts.
Early
Yeah.
And so, but all my energy and all my focus wasn't into like, let me get more money so I can have more money to buy more things. It was like, let me spend more time focusing and grinding on my artist project.
True.
And I just wasn't even focused on making money for like probably like 2 years.
Damn, bro.
Of just like living as frugally as I could, and I just wouldn't do anything that was like out of my means. I like lived very, very frugally.
Yeah, and I think, bro, like
I've
success comes from that. Like I think, like you know what I mean. Like you have to be like under pressure to be. I don't know. Like I feel like for some people, maybe for other people, it's not like that. But I feel like in general, like generally speaking, yeah, like that pressure, bro.
Yeah,
it like really creates like a solid like kind of foundation for like your
definitely
your
those first 2 years were, if I didn't do that, I would not be like the artist that I am today for sure, like bar none, because I was waking up. I'm an early riser. I don't know, I always get up super early.
Yeah, same actually, but how early is early?
I don't know, I'd get up like 6 or 7.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And so I get up early in the morning and I go for a morning walk. And it's funny, if people that have been like following the Instagram for forever will remember these days, because I'd always post a story in the morning of me early morning walk, and then I'd just come home and I'd smoke weed and produce music all day long, and I would just grind until I like fell asleep. And it was like definitely an unhealthy period of my life,
just of your existence. I couldn't imagine like a place in this world where that mentally would have been okay. Like
that's kind of just all I did for like 2 years straight. However, like what came out of it was like I'd put in the work, and like my music sounded infinitely better, and like I think I needed to like put in those hours a little bit for my music to improve. I've never it's never came super easy or super naturally to me. I felt like I've always needed to really like put in the work a little bit. Now maybe it feels like it comes a little quicker.
Yeah,
but I feel like
that, bro, if you're like, I think that's a sign of like just being in a comfort zone, where if you're looking at yourself and you're like, oh, like I'm where I want to be. I feel like that's comfort zone, because as an artist you have to always look at yourself and say like, okay, like, but
yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So maybe you're just feeling that, and that's perfectly fine. Like that's why you're here now, right? Because you're gonna keep feeling that way. And I think I seen Pharrell like talk about this shit where it's like, if you feel like you're the shit, then you're probably lost. Like as an artist, you always have like that little fucking inkling of like self-doubt. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that like keeps you driven. Like,
100%. Oh man, I feel that That's not a little inkling of self-doubt.
yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I think you talk to any artist, we all experience that.
Right.
And, yeah, it's a constant.
It's not a little inkling. It's a big inkling.
Yeah, it's a big inkling of self-doubt.
Yeah.
Always, but yeah, for me, the thing that I don't doubt as much anymore is just like I feel like I'm always going to be able to like put in the work and adapt, and yeah, I've never been afraid to sort of reinvent. Even Cloverdale was like the second project that I had. I had another artist.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was called. I originally made like bass music and dubstep and stuff before.
Shit.
AWOL was the artist name. So
I've seen
all those
that.
first shows that I was talking about, like the first Future Force, the first Evolve stuff, that was all as AWOL.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a different artist.
And when
project.
did Cloverdale happen?
So Cloverdale. So Jarrett that I talked about that called me up and was like, "Yo, homie, come live with us." So Jarrett always was like big into house music, and when I moved in. And I've always loved house music too. It's been one of my favorite genres to listen to.
It's a big one, bro.
And
nice.
anytime I was at festivals and stuff, I was always vibing at the house stage, even though I had this big sort of like dubstep project.
Right.
Then living there for a few months, Jarrett's listening to house music all the time. We're listening to house music all the time. It became very much a house music household, and I was like, man, it'd be so much fun to start sort of like a side project. And just you and I can DJ some house music around town, around Halifax, right? Because I didn't want to, and also like, you can't play dubstep everywhere. you can get away with house music a little.
Because you can go with like light vibes, like nothing crazy. Like you can play. I feel like house music's generally more accepted, like even corporately.
Exactly. And the dubstep that I was playing was very
like heavy.
Yes.
Like, I mean, you were talking about your heavy metal, like
it was that.
Yeah.
It was. I can show you some if you want. We'll pull some up later.
That'd be hilarious.
But it's very, 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 very loud and aggressive.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we also just wanted to DJ a little bit more around town. We started Cloverdale as a duo, and we. I was like, well, if we're gonna start a duo, like I think, and we're gonna DJ around town, the best way to announce our project to the world and say, hey, we're here, is with a song, right? We should produce a song, and so we got together in the basement and wrote a few house songs, and we put out the first one called "Eat That." Eat that. I wonder. Okay, wait. Do we have the Spotify up? Can we pull that? Let's pull up "Eat That." We're getting the full history. Anyways, "Eat That." The vocal is actually, we got like pretty drunk one night and I got on the mic, and you know how there's always like some dude that's just like, yo, spit the freestyle on the mic.
Yeah. You were spitting a freestyle,
and the lyric actually came from that one. I don't know if it was really a freestyle or anyway, but none of it made sense. And I do remember we were all pretty faded in my bedroom.
Eat that one word, or
"Eat That" by Cloverdale in the basement of our apartment on Cloverdale Road.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, Jarrett and I's apartment on Cloverdale Road. That's why we named the duo Cloverdale.
Got you.
There we go.
Okay, this one.
That's the VIP. But yeah, you can play that one.
Okay,
this is the original, very first Cloverdale song ever released. Doesn't sound like
this is the first one?
Yeah, this is the very first one.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow.
Eat that. Drink that.
Was that you?
Yeah, that's me on the
Eat that.
The song's not great.
This song is not great.
But it's not bad. People actually really enjoyed it though.
Drink that.
I'm waiting for this drop, bro.
Eat that. Drink that. 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 Drink that. That vegetation. Eat that.
Okay, no, this is it. This is
There we
fire.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Little grimy.
I fuck with it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You know what? It actually isn't, you know?
We were really into the bass house sort of stuff at the beginning. And it was, so it's sort of like bass house influenced music.
No, but that's where it's at. Hey, yo, wait, hold on. Man, Who and Why has been talking for a bit, and we haven't really been seeing the chat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The chat froze. Oh, no.
Yeah, the chat froze. Damn. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Fun fact, thanks to Alex, I am where I am today. Big help with pushing me to trust myself.
Thanks, Adam.
That's nice, man.
Thanks, Adam.
Gotta be obsessed. Some may call him supercharged now that he has all the elements. Avatar type guy.
That's funny.
Wait, so question for Alex. From your experience, what do you think of Toronto for art?
Toronto is great, man.
I've said what I think, but
Dude, you're still in a giant city that's getting giant touring acts that are coming through all the time.
That's true.
You know, you're still getting all that stuff.
That's
so
true.
I think it's still excellent.
I think it's excellent from that perspective.
And
100%.
every city, I shouldn't say every city, but a lot of cities are. It's what you make of it, and there's great shit out there if you go searching for it.
If you know the right people, if
it's
you're
easy to
hanging around
complain.
with the cool peeps. Yeah, man.
For us, yeah, but I think Toronto, like, obviously, you know, you
no, Toronto's the shit.
Yeah,
1,000%. Like, most of the people I've met in Toronto, like, are very creative. Yeah. But for me, the reason I think we were talking about something different is like the inspiration you get from a place. Like for me, like going to London, like London inspired the shit out of me. You know?
I love London.
Yeah, man.
It's one of the best.
Shanii and Alex deciding to do lessons is the reason my career even began.
Oh, wow.
Okay. It's crazy how it all goes full circle. Oh, I think he was talking about. Okay, cool. Lit, man. Hell yeah. Okay, so we've caught up, and this shit's been like fucking up. Man, that was a good track, bro. And that was the first track, yeah?
That was the first one.
Bro.
But yeah, it was total side project.
That's actually not bad.
And then from there, the first show we did was great.
Okay.
It went off. And then we were like, oh shit, this was dope. And then that summer, we did... I was doing a bunch of AWOL shows. Me and my buddy Kramack. We did a whole like back-to-back tour of like we did Montreal and Quebec, and then
that's fun, bro.
But a handful of the festivals, again, like Evolve and Future and stuff. Cloverdale also got booked.
Nice.
And so I did like 2 sets. Did like an AWOL set and a Cloverdale set.
That's a hack right there.
Yeah. If you guys want to know how to double your artist fee,
just blow up under both names.
Yeah, just get yourself booked twice.
Yeah. Do you want more water?
I'll take some more water.
All right, let me get you some water.
I'll manage the stream. All right. Well, now that I'm in control. I wonder if this is still working. Maybe I'll play some music. If this is working, I'm going to play some music. It is. All right. This is a new song I've been working on lately. It's a whip. So a whip means it's a work in progress and it's not done yet. Yeah, all right. We got a song. Shani's going to go to the washroom. I don't know why I've been writing a lot more of these weird breaks tracks lately. They're like not even like super hard aggressive breaks. They're just like a little bit more. You get stabs and vibes and stuff. Still hard. is a fun little intermission here. Hanging out. It is a beautiful day here in Halifax, despite it being freezing cold. It's really cold, but really pretty. You either get warm and not. I was saying it's really pretty, but really cold. And it's either here, and it's either you get that or you get no, or you get it's warm and wet. The music's coming from here. Yeah, I was playing a new whip.
Oh no way, bro! I haven't.
New whips.
Was that the one you played when I was?
I don't. Did I play this? Maybe I did. Yeah, I think I did. This thing. Do you know what's funny? It sounds like it's a Black Eyed Peas sample.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
But it's another dude's vocal that I chopped up and rearranged the words so it says the lyrics. You'll hear it. You'll hear it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want some shit like this, man. Dude, you just breaks track. Do you know what I mean when I say breaks?
No.
Okay, so breaks. This track is a breaks track.
Okay.
And a break beat is anything that is like, here, I'll just pull up a break beat right now, and I'll show you. It just means that it, like a drum and bass beat is what a break beat is. So, like here, here's a good example of a break beat. It sounds like this.
Oh yeah.
Right. So and really it all just means is that the beat is broken, so the kick isn't 4 on the floor.
Yeah.
The kick's kind of broken up.
Yeah.
And
okay, shit, I never knew that.
But it's not halftime. So, like dubstep, for example, is halftime. So the kick can be broken up all weird like a breakbeat track, but the snare is on the third beat.
Yeah.
Right. But on a breakbeat, the snare is on the 2 and the 4.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, exactly. So, but you can have breakbeats at sort of any tempo, a little bit, but they all kind of fit in the same world. So drum and bass and breaks are kind of that
similar vibes.
Okay. Similar vibes, exactly. And that's what that song is.
Hell yeah, man.
So you like if you listen
let me listen to it again now with fresh ears.
Yeah, listen to the kick pattern and where the snares are and stuff, and you'll notice it's kind of similar to drum and bass.
Yeah, facts.
I've been writing a lot more of like that sort of stuff, break beats lately.
So do you like using vocals in your shit?
Love it, man. All the
Okay.
time. All my songs have vocals in them for the most part. And what I like to do is like just take a little vocal thing and chop it to shit. I like, but some of them like have verses and stuff in them. But like I really love just like a real chopped up, like. I don't know. Even like this, the one that I did Up to No Good, I actually took a chop from another session that I did with Baba No Baby on my other track.
Okay.
Up All Night, and I took like just literally 3 words from that session, and then re-chopped it up and synced it all up from that other session, and then we managed to get the other song.
Damn.
Yeah. Pretty crazy how that all.
Let me roll another one.
Okay.
Yeah, man. No, that.
Yeah, I love a good chopped up vocal or any because the vocal, like without a vocal, you really, really, really need to lean in on
the production
side. And
I feel like sorry to cut you off, but I feel like whenever I hear a vocal on like the track, it's a bit more spacey. Like, I don't know, like it has more space is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Which is like, I think it is fucking beautiful when like songs just give space. You know? Does that make sense?
Totally. I know what you mean. I also find vocals make it a lot more memorable as well. give the song like a meaning and character,
100%,
and a
dude.
vibe and an attitude.
100%.
Sometimes that is harder to come across.
Yeah,
on
I think
an
that was
instrumental.
like with Skrillex, when I like heard Skrillex for the first time.
He's one of my idols, bro.
Bro, I
Of
think
course he is.
Yeah, I think like he's a lot of people's idols.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he really like did that shit. You know.
Oh man, did he ever?
Yeah, man. And I think like, bro, like hearing Skrillex for the first time, and just especially the ones where he has like vocalists on it. I'm like, bro, this is not good. I'm like, bro, this is actually sick. Like,
Yeah, dude, he's incredible shit.
he's insane. And like, I recently even listened to like one of his tracks with like some like British woman or whatever. But bro, like, it's
Dude.
crazy. So I love that shit. I love that. That's kind of like,
do you listen to any like grime UK rap? and
yeah.
stuff? I love grime music.
Bro, it's fire. I think grime, like, so when I was in the UK, I performed at like these two festivals. One festival was like, it's called, like, I'm pretty sure you're like Great Escape.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So there was a Great Escape, which I think if you apply for it, you'll get it. Like,
Oh,
it's
wow.
it's a pretty fire like
That's
festival. Yeah, man. And they have like EDM, like they have a lot of
That's
different
dope.
genres and
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
But yeah, so I got booked for that, and for another one in like Wales, but like the Wales one was
Did you
dope.
just apply for these?
Yeah.
Wow, sick.
Yeah, man. So, you know, it was pretty sick from that perspective. But what's crazy was I went to this like one night. They did this like hip hop mixer,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like a hip hop. It was like a garage,
Garage, mate.
garage, bruv.
Garage, mate.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
the thing. I
Yeah,
say
bruv.
garage
Bruv.
always, but then
Bruv.
people are like, you mean like garage?
You mean like garage?
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, bro. It's garage, brother.
Garage, mate.
Yeah, man.
Cheeky pint.
I love a good cheeky pint. Mate. Damn.
Dude,
Man.
tell me more about these festivals.
Oh yeah, so there was these
So you
guys.
go over there. That's such. When was this?
This was 22.
A couple years ago.
Mm.
Sick. Recently.
Yeah.
That's dope.
In 2022. And bro, like just seeing like the guys that get on stage, and it's like that's their like.
Have you
their
seen like
sounds.
drum and bass MCs and shit?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're crazy.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like
They're
they
so
get on stage and
fast.
it's like, and I'm like, holy fuck. And then it's like people are fucking losing their fucking minds over this shit. And I'm like, bro, that's like actually so fucking inspirational. And I think that like it's just sounded so different, you know, and I've seen it in some places like completely miss.
Yeah.
You know, like people are just there like, what is going on? And people are like on stage like, let's rave, pop, pop. And it's like no one's feeling it, but when they feel it, they feel it. Like I've seen people like mosh over that shit,
yeah,
like
yeah.
heavy, bro.
It goes in.
Yeah, I think so. I think the UK is insane for influence, like
Yeah,
for
dude.
musical influence, bro.
I actually
Holy
was going
shit.
through one of my playlists recently, and through one of my sets, one of my live sets, and out of all the songs that weren't mine, which like probably my sets are, and that's the cool thing about DJing. When we play, like we can just sneak in other people's songs, and we can just play other people's songs, and we love it. We support you know, if I have a friend who's got a dope track, I'll play.
Yeah,
it in my
yeah.
sets, and other big DJs. That's the coolest thing about dance music is like, you know, I can have all these big DJs that are going around playing my music on these giant stages,
Crazy.
which is so crazy. It's one thing that we have in this genre that I know other genres don't have that.
Yeah,
And
like I
it's-
mean, if you do that in rap, it's like, oh, like you're not playing your music. Like
yeah, and it would be
people
kind of
are-
weird, you know.
It
if
is weird.
yeah,
It is,
yeah.
like, start rapping some other. Yo, Donner, what's good?
Yo, Donner in the chat.
Yes, sir. I wrote DNB whip. Been testing myself in different genres, bro. Honestly, that's the way to go. Like I feel like is the way to go. Like just
Push
fucking
yourself?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Break out of your fucking comfort zone. Like what the fuck are you doing in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what's up, Donner? Thank you for joining, bro. Is Donner someone you know?
Yeah, he's from London, Ontario. He's another house
sick.
music producer as
Bro,
well.
London, Ontario is actually hella fun. I went there. And
He's actually no. He lives in London, but he's from St. John's, Newfoundland.
Oh shit!
Sorry, I forgot.
Shout out
I
Saint.
did actually. He would be pissed if I said he was from London, Ontario. No one. I don't actually know anybody from London, Ontario.
Bro, honestly,
have you ever been to London, Ontario?
I have.
Yeah.
I have, but I've never met someone that was born in London, Ontario.
No, neither have I. I don't think I want to. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No, man. Yeah, but no, I've actually met some cool people in London, Ontario. One of my friends, people I've met that, they run a studio down there. Super, super cool people. But
Transition City.
What the fuck?
Real life Transit City.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny.
Bro, this mic is kind of in the way of
you're doing a great job, man. What are you doing here? Are you rolling another one? Cause
yeah, this one fucked off a little bit.
you did an alright job, man.
Thanks.
It
dog.
looked great to me.
Thank you,
It
brother.
looked really good to me.
I appreciate it. Oh my god, my rolling is exposed. Fuck it. What were we even saying? What is Transition City? Transition City.
There you go. I'm not really sure.
I can see that cone shape from here. You killing that roll. Oh, thanks, bro. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, cool. So what else have you been working on recently?
I've been writing a lot of music lately.
Let's hear it, bro. Like
some of the hey, I'm down to share the whips.
Yeah, share the whips, my dog.
The whips are the ones that are like the brand new. As I said, I've been writing a lot of breakbeat stuff lately, and also some like more techno stuff. But I'll play this other. This is.
Hey, I appreciate you complimenting the role, my dog. Like you're giving me hella self-confidence.
For Donner and Adam in the chat. This is a brand new, probably just a one session export. Probably only spent maybe like 3 or 4 hours on it.
Okay. Let's hear it.
No more than that. All right, let's see. Is it going? Oh, I didn't solo the track. There we go.
Yo, let us know if y'all can hear it. Okay, in the chat, let us know if y'all can hear it.
This song is called "I Like to Get High." I thought it was fitting for this moment. As Shanii rolls this joint.
Bro. Fuck, bro, this is sick.
I feel like it needs some vocals on it though. That's what it needs, bro.
What do you listen? What do you hear?
Probably some like little like rap chop blitz, something that's real rhythmic and syncopated. That has like a lot of like
Chops.
density to it. Not like long singing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something that's very rhythmically dense.
Gotta love the FM womp.
The womp really fills it out.
The Baby Again vocal sample.
Oh yeah, it would fit in well.
Hey yo, honestly, I would like freestyle to this shit, but I feel like it's crazy. Like I'd have to like really like think fast. You know what I mean?
It's too fast?
Well, honestly, it's not too fast. Actually, yeah, no. I feel like it's
I think you would need to think fast.
Yeah, I would
if
have
you were
to
freestyling.
Exactly.
Because that's the whole point of freestyling, I think, is you have to think fast. No, I'm teasing.
No, but high octane bars. So okay, so what counts as a high octane bar?
Oh, okay. Wait. Like, in terms of
like someone like rapping on your shit or like singing on your shit.
Dude, I don't actually know, because I feel like, I mean, there's it all kind of works, and how I produce music is kind of, I really like to have the vocal stem with me, like as I'm writing the track. I do a really poor job And oftentimes, even if I know, say I know that I like, maybe I'm gonna work with a vocalist on a song.
Yeah.
I'll still produce the song with another sample and another vocal, another acapella or something like that, and then I'll remove it just because I need that to fill that space so I can kind of produce around it.
Facts.
The vocal is one of the first things that I put in the track usually.
So you start with the vocal and then you switch to.
I'll do the drums first. Drums always.
Okay,
first,
so you, okay, cool.
I'll do the drums
that
first.
decides the tempo, sort of.
Yeah, I'll do the drums
Okay.
first and the bass. And then from there, it's kind of a mixed match of maybe I'll go synths, maybe I'll go some stabs and stuff, or maybe I'll go vocals.
Okay.
But yeah, drums, bass, then vocals are often third.
Okay.
But but like oftentimes I'll do all that before I'll do like big leads and big like other chords and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I feel you. I actually, funny enough. Okay, first of all, same. I can't work without the vocal. Yo, fire pun, bro. Witty. Yes, brother. Okay, cheeky, bruv. Yeah, cheeky, bruv. Okay, okay, hold on. So as an artist right now, for me, I want to know that. I'm being selfish. So what if like an artist sent you just like a loop, like a huge pack of just vocals?
That'd be sick.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I would love that. That's
So-
actually super ideal, and most vocalists don't work this way. And what I actually, so anytime I have worked with vocalists, what's crazy is I'll just send them a bunch of songs and I don't actually care. I'm like, record some shit to any of these.
You're like, you're trapping them. You're like, yeah, these are the beats. And then you take it and fucking make it something completely different.
Yes, completely. And I've done that a bunch. And it all, like, I can write much better songs that way.
Dope. Man, say less.
Yeah. I
Say
did
less.
that with
If that's...
this song. Here, this song has a full vocal.
Bro.
Actually, I'm not going to share this
That's
song.
all it is,
might
bro. I'm just going to fucking
end
send
up
you
somewhere
just
else.
files, dude.
Oh, yeah, but please do.
For real.
Oh, yeah, man, that'd be great.
Okay, say less.
Yeah, and we can, that'd be amazing. That'd be so sick. I can
Yeah.
even send you some raw beats and
Sure.
just some loops, some drum loops. That's what I've done before, too, is just send people drum loops.
Just like super simple.
Just to give you a feel of like the groove.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some of the groove, you want that to be felt in the vocal and the vocal performance and whatnot, to have that
100%.
the swag.
So it's not
and
super robotic. It's like
Yeah,
there's like
exactly.
there's like a metronome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And some of it is like in house music, a lot of it is swung. You know what I mean? So it's not super on the grid.
Right.
It has like a little bit of like a groove to it.
Mm.
And that sort of stuff, you can hear whether like someone has rapped over something that is really straight and really on the grid, or something that's really lazy and swung. It's got more swag to it.
That's wild, bro. Yeah, no, I get you. But you know what's funny is I actually don't work in that specific way. Like for me, okay, cool. Yeah, I can record whatever you want. But
Yeah, most vocalists
the way
don't.
I make my music, like for me, the music I release like on my shit is I usually listen to like a keys or guitar, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how it starts.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is super cool to see the difference.
Do you play piano or guitar?
No, but I have friends who do, and so
Yeah.
they send me, similar to how I'm asking you, okay, what if I send you vocal just takes?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
similar to that, they send me like guitar loops, like piano loops, like even bass lines, like you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, and I mean I can do that too. I got lots of that. And that's usually what as I said, like I'll send a pile of stuff and be like, here's some stuff, and then there's been a couple times where they sent something back. I've just taken the acapella and written something.
That makes so much sense.
Dude, there's this song Fade. I did it with quite a big writer. You ever done any of those sessions with like, probably not but like with like actual like songwriters and
I've done one.
Where's the mouse at?
It's somewhere, brother.
It's somewhere.
I mean,
Oh, there we go. We got it. We got it. Here we go. I've done a few.
Donner's saying that's the spirit of house music in a lot of ways, flipping great samples on their head. That's why sampling old school New York rap goes heavy.
Yeah, it's true.
Like
bro.
Redman and shit.
Dude, that is true. Big time.
Damn, bro, say less, bro. If that's what, bro, say less. What the fuck have we been doing? Like out here wasting time?
Let's cook, brother.
Yeah,
Let's
brother.
cook.
It's fucking.
So, like this song here, there's a vocal on it. He's singing on it, but like the actual performance of his vocal, he sang to another song of mine that was just way vibier.
Okay.
And then this version of the vocal, if we were to do something, I probably wouldn't do this because I've like heavily processed the fuck out of his vocal and changed it into something completely else. I'll play it, but like I'll skip ahead. But yeah, we did this all like in a studio in LA, but like it was all recorded to a whole other song.
This is dope, bro.
But like the original vocal on this, like he was singing a melody, and I just used.
You just cranked the shit out.
Well, I used to play. Altar Boy.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just used Altar Boy, and there's a robot feature on there, and what that does is it basically just gets rid of any of the singing, of any of the melodic pitching, and it just makes it one note, and it just takes all of it and just makes it one note.
It just
so
like smacks it like this. Like,
yeah. So like if you're going and
it just
singing,
makes it
just one.
Yeah.
One note.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the creative process for sure. For
Shit.
me, I find a lot of producers that are writing electronic music will likely work like that because it's how we started. Right? We all started with a computer, and we wanted to make something here right now with this computer, and I don't want to fucking sing things.
True. No, true.
So we're gonna go out there and we're gonna try and find an acapella, and we're gonna make a remix or something like that. And that's how everyone learns how to produce. And so from day one, that's been the approach. And so naturally, like a lot of people kind of have evolved in that sort of spirit.
Shit. Bro, that's actually like, I think that's super cool to learn like kind of like the background of this whole, genre of music. Like I think that, I don't know, man. I feel like Yani, from my perspective, I always thought it was you create the beat, you put the blah, and then the vocal somehow magically appears. You know what I mean? And like an artist, you know what I mean, takes over, and you know what I mean, like.
Dude, no, I would say it's not mostly samples.
Damn.
Mostly samples. Even like a bunch out of those tracks. Two of them, they all have vocals. All of them have vocals. Two of the vocals are original, and 4 of them are samples.
Okay, cool, man. Okay, yeah, guys. So if anybody's in here, man, send Mr. Clove some samples. I.e. me. I'm gonna do that. Okay, cool. So, guys, are we ready for the next segment?
Hey, I'm stoked, bro.
Okay, so guys, listen. Everybody in here, say what's up on the chat. I want to hear y'all talk. Okay. I want to hear y'all say what's up, you know what I mean, to myself and to Clover in the motherfucking building. Donner's saying samples from the old school house in the 90s too. What's up, baby? Okay, cool. So we're going into this next segment. And the next segment is, funny enough, I need to pull this shit up real quick.
Yeah, let's go.
Boom.
You guys, I'm excited for this.
I'm excited as fuck for this. So we're going to do, guys, we're going to do the famous bald people tier list. Let's get it, bro.
All right. Gang. Oh, man. I don't even know. Oh, wow. Okay, how does this work? So who picks first?
So here's the thing. We're gonna just go from
Voldemort?
We're going to start with Lord Voldemort.
Voldemort... I don't think he's the worst, but he's definitely not the best.
He's definitely not the best.
I would say he's probably like C or D. What do you think?
I think so too, dude. I feel like, but here's the thing. He's a legendary motherfucker though. You know what I mean? Like he's in a bad way.
That is true. You know? I that's why I'm willing to go for the C.
Okay.
Voldemort gets the C.
Okay. But we'll put Voldemort in C.
Yeah, he's pretty solid.
Next is Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. Jason Statham is knockoff Vin Diesel. Where's Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel's down the line.
So Jason Statham is definitely C as well, because Vin Diesel's definitely.
Yeah, here's the thing.
A
Yeah, I feel like he's a good actor, but you know what I mean? Like, he's a good actor. He's pretty badass, but I agree with you. He is like a knockoff Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Next we have Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's pretty goated.
I think Mike Tyson is S tier. Like,
yeah, he's pretty goated.
yeah.
Like he's like there's so many amazing things about Mike Tyson.
Yeah, man.
And then one of my favorite things is how afterwards he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna get into the cannabis industry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill.
I'm gonna just get into the cannabis. I can't do Mike Tyson accent.
Me neither.
I can't do any accents actually, and so I shouldn't. I should never try. Sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna do it, and then I like half-ass it. I like don't fully commit, and that's the worst thing you can do when you're doing an accent is not
Facts.
fully committing.
That's actually so funny. If you don't commit to it, it just sounds like shit.
Yeah. That's what I just did right there. You can
Yeah.
watch the tape. Watch the tape back.
It's like 1 foot in, 1 foot
What's
out.
up? Happy Friday.
Happy motherfucking Friday, Jono. What's good, bro? Thank you for coming through to another one of these, bro. We're just gonna keep fucking get it going.
We're doing the tier list of bald people.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson S tier. Yes. Anyways, he has a cannabis farm.
Mike Tyson S tier 100%. And I didn't know he had a cannabis farm. I just thought he was just like medicated heavily. Like,
No. He's big in the business, bro. He's got it all.
Okay, so Mike Tyson is our first S tier
Yeah.
bald guy.
Pitbull, I used to not like, but I've recently liked him a lot more.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I feel like Pitbull's pretty goated, dude.
Yeah, I know. I think there was a period when every time I turned on the radio, I just heard Pitbull.
Yeah.
That I was like, you know what?
You didn't
bro?
respect the
And now, I went as Pitbull for Halloween.
Oh, no way. I think Pitbull is goated. I think his legendary status has
he's gonna get A, I think.
Oh, A?
Yeah, I don't think he gets S.
He doesn't get S?
No. Do you really think he gets S?
No, I don't think so.
No. There's
He's
some
a
other
legend
people on here. You want to compare Pitbull to Mike Tyson?
No way.
Please.
You're absolutely right. I went.
Pitbull gets A.
Yeah, Dr. Filski.
Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil. How do we feel about
Yeah, man. How do we feel about Dr. Phil?
I don't know, actually. I actually don't know.
You see, here's the thing. Part of me says, Dr. Phil, he
means well.
Yeah, but he was a very big figure growing up.
Does he?
Does he?
Like,
He does. I don't know. He just ends up sending you to the ranch.
There's something. I don't know.
Yo, Jono's saying F for Dr. Phil.
Yeah, see, I like Dr. Phil's just really.
He's a weird guy.
Yeah.
I think he reminds me of Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. You know what? The more we're talking about him, the more he's giving me the ick.
100%.
I'm looking at all these other guys here, and I'm like,
bro, he's such. I don't know. Yeah. I'm definitely putting him in F. Do you want to put him in F or D?
We'll go D just because he's a doctor and he may have helped a couple people.
Yeah, D for doctor.
D for doctor.
Okay.
All right.
Pitt just shouts out about liquor. Mike Tyson bit some dude's ear off and made ear-shaped candy. That's goated.
True. Goated.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Well, we know he's definitely above C.
Definitely
I'd
above
say
C.
he's probably A.
I think he's A.
Yeah.
I think A is a pretty...
Kobe is S.
Kobe's definitely S, bro.
That is determined, done, immortalized.
Yeah.
He's S
stamped, like, you know what I mean?
Actually, not gonna lie, so is The Rock.
The Rock is S?
I in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't
guys,
know.
what do you think? Should we put The Rock in S? I don't know, man.
No. Do you know what I like about The Rock?
What?
How he was this badass wrestler and then goes and does a bunch of movies. But like I've never seen him. Like, he seems to always be so level-headed.
Yeah.
And just a smile on his face. And he's like, hey, man, like, we're just going to get through this.
Yeah.
Things are good. And he's chilling. And, like,
You're
he just
right.
seems like a really, really nice guy.
100%. No, I feel you.
Like I just, like, if you were to be like, out of all of these people, like who do you actually think you could spend like a while with, and you feel like you would genuinely be homies with them by the end of it, and feel like you really enjoyed your time? Mike Tyson would be funny and it'd be fun, but by the end of it, would you feel like you and Mike Tyson were fucking boys? I don't know.
Probably not. I don't know.
Maybe not.
But
The Rock,
The Rock for sure.
I would be like, man, thanks, Dwayne.
yeah. Facts.
Thanks for hanging out with me, Dwayne. This was a really nice time. I really enjoyed going to the park, walking around with you. Like you would it really feels like you understand me and you get me on like a deeper level. That's how I feel about The Rock, man. Why?
Fine. We'll put him in S tier. You're absolutely right, man. Yeah, no, you convinced me like fully. Dwayne is an East Coast name too, bro. Thanks, Dwayne. He's S tier. Kobe is G for GOAT.
yeah. There's a G tier.
100%. Do we create a G tier? Okay, next we have Rick Ross.
I like Rick Ross a lot.
Yeah. A lot of people like Rick Ross, but also a lot of people dislike Rick Ross.
Why do they dislike him? I don't actually know about
So apparently he was a correctional officer.
What?
Yeah, before becoming a rapper.
Well, then I don't like him now. And I also know his whole mantra is just based off of some other dude that he's not.
Yeah. Rick Ross is like another...
The drug dealer that sued him.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's actually like, do you know what I do like? Do you know what I do like?
What?
Every day I'm hustling.
Yeah,
bro. That is the go.
That is a goated song.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck. Maybe C. Maybe or D.
Yeah. Well, he's somewhere down there.
All right. Let's
after hearing he was a fucking correctional officer, he goes to D.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Shaq
Diesel.
Number fucking S as well. I can't believe we can't have this many S's, but he's definitely S 100% because do you know I hope you do know this. And
Tell me.
If you don't know this, you're gonna be blown.
Tell me.
You know he's a dubstep DJ?
Right now, yeah, he turned into one, right?
Not only did he turn into a dubstep DJ, it's not like some celebrities are like, I'm a DJ now.
Yeah.
And then like go and DJ a couple parties.
No, he's like full
no.
boiler room.
no, Shaq goes and he tours nonstop. He's probably DJing almost every single weekend.
Holy
and
shit.
He's playing giant arenas, giant dubstep fucking he's become legitimately amazing and now is legitimately touring amongst all the big dubstep acts.
Damn.
And he's not faking it at all. Like he's
and you
fucking
know what?
legit
Adding to
as
your
fuck.
point, dude, is that I feel like I'd be friends with Shaq more than Dwayne.
They both said
But bro, wallah, if you spend time with Shaq.
Oh yeah, dude, Shaq. And like, bro, I've been like this far away from Shaq at EDC because he was there playing dubstep. Man. Like he's like you just see him and you're like there he is playing dubstep. He's at all the fucking festivals now. He's the sickest. And he just loves it. And the dubstep that he likes is the most obnoxious.
He's like, this is me.
Actually, I have a story. I can't believe. Okay, so one of the first times I ever had a big DJ play out one of my songs in front of a giant crowd was Shaq. No word of a lie. Word of a lie. I actually, and after that, I forgot. He had like this radio thing, and I got his email, and I had his email to send him tunes. I would always send him tunes. Crazy. But how I found out about Shaq playing my tune, I woke up one morning and
he played your tune?
Yeah, he DJ'd my song in front of a bunch of people.
No way.
I wish we could pull up can we pull up a YouTube video here?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, let me grab the link and I'll airdrop it to you.
Yeah.
You keep there. We'll keep going.
Okay. No. Let's do it.
Because this video
this is so interesting.
Is crazy. If I
guys, this is actually crazy, guys. Like, yo, y'all in chat right now, bro. If y'all ain't fucking showing us some energy, bro, give me some motherfucking W's in the chat, boys, for the motherfucking W ass moment, bro. Like, what a fucking dub, bro. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, Donna, you with it. Email that link that Quake would. I gotta go to YouTube. Hell yeah.
I hope it's still on YouTube.
Tomorrowland?
Yeah, bro. Here it is.
What the
Here it
fuck?
is. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Wait. Cast it.
Oh yeah, this is what I need to do. How do I?
Share, yeah.
Share. All right. Oh my god.
Dude, this is huge.
And this was 7 years ago.
This is huge.
Started,
yeah.
This one. Wow. And the song that I was making at the time, it was like this like half hardstyle trap music. It's really bad. It's horrible. Isn't that crazy, man? And the craziest part is TMZ posting the video.
That's crazy.
But yeah, there was a period in my life where I produced hardstyle music, and this is one of the songs.
Damn. Guys, what the fuck? This is actually crazy.
Yeah, insane.
This is actually wild.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that whole experience.
Oh my god, bro.
So Shaq's S tier for sure.
Shaq is S tier. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Shaq, will keep him S tier. He might be top of S tier right now.
Yeah. Oh, he's my.
The Pope.
Nah.
Nah, I feel like Pope is F tier, bro.
Yeah, he ain't it.
He ain't it, bro. I feel like he's a big L.
He maybe he was cool like maybe like 1,000 years ago.
Yeah. Pope Francis.
Pope in decline.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sam Jackson's pretty high. He gets, I think, A. Do we have no B tier?
I don't know. We'll find out. So we're putting Sam in A. Why? Why are we putting Sam in A?
What? Do you have anything to say against that?
No, I don't. But I just want to know the reasoning, motherfucker.
That's why. We've all seen that movie.
Jeff Bezos. I think,
you know what? Like, there's parts of me that I'm like, wow, thanks for, but then the other parts of me are like, nah.
Yeah, I think they made the wrong guy rich. You know
that,
what I mean?
and then also you're like, wait, like, is Amazon great?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, there's something sus about it.
Something so sus and dystopian as fuck about fucking.
Right? Like, there's just something seems a little wrong about the fact that I can be like, I want that.
Yeah, man.
It seems like a little like greedy or like gluttonous of being like, I just want that right now. And then I want all of these people all over the world to get paid fucking pennies just so I can have this like rate
that's so
right
funny.
in my doorstep tomorrow.
Straight
and
up.
I want all this carbon emissions. I want these trucks and planes driving all over the world. I'm just going to go beep on my computer and just go boop, and then as soon as you hit that button, it just like unleashes a web of workers not getting paid and of fucking Bezos getting absurdly rich. And, anyway, so yeah, maybe he does grow quite low.
Listen, I think the fact that he invented such an important thing is.
Wait,
do you want to put him in D?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Or F?
I don't know.
Listen, I feel like he's like the Lex Luthor of like of planet Earth. Like I feel like he's.
I do think that some of these billionaires and their space operations, I like that. I think it's great because I think it was an area that we kind of had stalled on.
Right. And the government was keeping quiet, hush hush about it.
Yeah. But now that we have these private players, so okay, sure. For those efforts. And he needed to get rich off Amazon in order to do that in the first place. Okay,
true. Fucking.
He can go to
no
D
Jeff
then.
B for a Halloween costume, man. Are you gonna pull off a Jeff B for Halloween?
No, that's
he can go to D, right?
Yeah, you can go to D.
Okay.
Michael
Jordan.
All the basketball players.
Why are all the basketball players in S tier, dude?
Yeah, and Shrek.
Shrek is S tier for sure.
Yeah, we need some. Who is that?
This is the me character from Wii Sports.
It's you?
No. There are these characters from Wii Sports.
Oh, yeah.
That you play against.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever played Wii Sports.
I know Wii Sports, yeah. So wait, man. Who is this guy?
So this guy is like the fucking the boss of most, like, you know when you play like against like a computer.
Oh, okay. He's the
these
best
guys are
one.
like the legendary.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well, then he's probably pretty good. So he's probably, I think, probably.
Let's
B.
put him in B tier
Yeah,
as the first B tier.
Yeah, he definitely. Was
Okay.
Wait.
Matt is good at Wii baseball. This is Johnny Sins.
Who's that? Is he a porn star?
Yeah, he's a porn star. Where are we putting Johnny Sins at?
Well, thanks for your service, I guess.
Thanks for your service. Put him. I don't know. We'll put him in D tier. Like fucking.
He can have more than that. We don't need to like.
Okay, I think B tier is good.
Well, wait a second. We need to compare him against these other people.
Oh yeah, like we're not gonna put Johnny Sins over Voldemort.
Voldemort? I love how Voldemort's just chilling above like the Pope.
Yo, that's so funny. Voldemort is
All right, yeah, let's put him on C, I think.
Yeah, see, Donner's saying you can't beat the guy we put in B, man. Me is also S tier. And now they're saying Johnny Sins S tier. That's a bit fucking crazy, guys.
Wow, guys, like everyone can't be S tier.
Guys, yeah, we can't just. So where does Johnny Sins go? Like, like Johnny Sins is a solid C, Donner said.
Yeah, I think C is fair.
Yeah.
That's actually maybe even generous.
I think it is generous, man. Holy shit, like above
Okay,
Rick
D.
Ross.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Listen, he's done so much for that world. Okay.
Mr. Clean's pretty goated, so.
I think Mr. Clean's pretty goated, but something about him gives like a bit creepy, no?
Yeah, okay. So he can be A or B.
See, a bit creepy. Everyone feels that from him, bro.
Really?
He gives
I didn't
us
really
sus
realize he
vibes.
was giving such creeper vibes. All right, well then he can go B. I also don't really fuck with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know why.
Okay.
He's never been one of my favorite wrestlers.
Okay.
I've never really followed wrestling either, so
Cool.
I'm judging based solely off appearance.
Okay, and what do we give him?
I don't know. I just don't think he's really preaching
Yeah.
good morals. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
okay.
I'm wrong. I actually
look,
have no
I don't know.
idea.
I haven't
Maybe
really,
maybe I'm really judging a book by its cover.
look, here's the thing. I haven't really kept up with like wrestling too growing up. I just know that he's like people's favorite wrestler. Some people.
I don't know shit.
Yeah. So all I know is that this guy crushes beers like heavy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well,
And he's pretty epic. So the boys are saying C tier. I don't know shit about WWE.
yeah, that's how I feel too. All right, I think C's fair.
Yeah.
Or D. I'd honestly be.
I don't
want to
make anyone mad because I don't know much about it.
So put him in and on C.
On C.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah. I think this seems pretty fair. Maybe we can.
Yeah. Do we want to like
honestly?
restructure
Maybe we can
anything?
move Voldemort up.
I think so, but I feel like we really like critically and harshly judged Voldemort.
Yeah, I think he could definitely go up for sure.
Do you want him in A or in B?
Probably. Let's do A.
Okay, yeah, I respect that. I think
Yeah.
Voldemort's definitely up there.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Dr. Phil. If you told me about Dr. Phil like into 2000s, I would have been like, yeah, I would have put him in S tier, like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
back then. But now that you know that we know the truth.
S.
I mean, back then, bro.
Back then.
Yeah, bro. It was Dr. Phil, dude. Like,
Dude, what's the truth?
the truth? The truth will set you free. Nah, the truth is like literally just like, you know, when you grow up and you watch him again and you're like, oh shit, this was just a shit talker all along. Like, you know what I mean? Just brings up, like, takes advantage of fucking like people's like mental.
He's like, I'm going to get rich off of your misbeing.
That's the most.
And let's put it on live TV. Ah!
Literally, dude. That's literally. I heard something about him not being an actual doctor. Yeah, I don't think he is an actual doctor.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah. Actually, is he? Let's search that.
He's got to be.
I'll search it.
Yeah.
Is okay.
Doctor-
I don't want to fuck this up. All right.
It's perfect, bro. Is Dr. Phil a doctor? An actual doctor?
All right. Phil is an American citizen
He holds a doctorate, yes.
in clinical psychology.
Oh, wait. Though he ceased renewing in 2006.
That's crazy. Your boy Philly was fucking out there slanging like.
Is Dr. Phil a real doctor? The short answer is no.
Yeah, not anymore. He was at
The
one.
short answer is
But hold on, he holds a doctorate, but he
it's-
doesn't have a license. So
Yeah.
as a doctor, if you have a doctorate,
I still feel like
it's
you
a
could be
fake
called,
doctor. That's a
yeah,
fake
so
doctor.
he's not really a doctor, but still people.
Yeah.
That's why
He's
probably
doctor in technicality.
click on the Wikipedia page.
On the Wikipedia.
Yeah, click it, and you see here it says Philip. It doesn't say doctor.
True. Known professionally as Dr. Phil. Yeah, dude. Like I can have.
Doesn't say Dr.
Like your
Phil.
stage name can be Dr. Clove, and then like just that's it.
Yeah. I have one of my good friends, Dr. Fresh.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then that's it. You're just a doctor.
Yeah. I know another dude, Dr. Greco.
But at least you're not selling like psychology. Like you're not selling therapy. Like
Oh, he's selling therapy for sure. Musical therapy.
Oh yeah. True.
Slinging that.
He's
bass.
slinging, slinging them wubs, boy. I heard something about him, and yeah, let's talk. He's a talk show host, not a doctor. Yeah, 100%. He just has a doctorate. Cool, man. So okay, we're good to go. I think Shrek. Yeah, everybody in S tier makes sense. Everybody in A tier makes sense. B tier, Mr. Clean. I don't know how I feel about Mr. Clean, to be honest.
He could go down.
He can, right? Like, I don't know about Mr. Clean before Jason Statham,
Jason Statham could go up.
right?
He can go to B for sure. He doesn't
Yeah.
need to be grouped in with those other people.
I agree. These people are fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
Honestly, look, this makes so much sense.
This is pretty
By
good.
the way, like, it's crazy how much sense this is making right now.
Yeah.
The Pope at the bottom, okay, because fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Then in D list is all the people.
Knowing that Dr. Phil isn't a doctor might actually drop him down even further. But we already dropped him a little
We
bit.
dropped him
Yeah,
because
so-
I think knowing that Rick Ross was a police officer is on the
yeah,
same level,
you know.
and then knowing that Jeff Bezos is a douchebag.
Yeah. But, he doesn't care.
He doesn't. Cool. Okay, so we can move on. Man, that's gonna be so much fun to just clip that up and like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, bro. It's gonna be lit.
I love it. Well.
Okay, so I have a few questions
Yes, I'm
for you.
here to answer them. Hopefully
Cool.
with some good, responsible, well thought out answers.
Bald graph final V3 wave. Yeah, guys, I hope we inspired you somehow. Cool. So can we take this now?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. So these are just a few questions. I'm glad that people are here and they'll listen to this shit, because honestly, this is gonna be for everybody and shit like that. And since you are the type of guy that like loves to like teach and shit, I want to know, like, what are the 3 biggest tips you give to anyone that's trying to get in your lane?
Okay. Let me think about it. Number 1 would be time. I think you need to be really realistic with yourself about like how much time you can spend doing things,
Right.
and how much time you can kind of like put into working on music and because you seriously need to put in.
You have to
Oh,
give it time. Like,
yeah, you need to put in a lot of hours. And I think a lot
Yeah.
of sometimes newer producers, can think that it can come quicker than it does, and it does take a lot of hours in the chair.
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2 is super, super, super important, and probably the more important than time is consistency.
Okay. What does consistency look like for you?
So consistency is a bunch of things, but it's for me what I set out a goal when I first started releasing music is I said I wanted to put out a song a month.
Oh,
Every single month, and I did that for forever. For really,
that's
really,
a good release strategy, man.
yeah. And I just sort of set myself like that mental goal of like I'm just gonna put something out every month and
Right.
whatever. And I really, really, really stuck to it. And because I was putting a song out a month, I had content kind of always churning as well.
True.
which is great because like the more music, the more content you can have, the more you're kind of staying on top of that stuff. So staying consistent on that, and like you still, if you're doing a song a month and you have shows and stuff in between, then you do have pretty much decent content for the month.
Yes, sir.
And you kind of have something for,
So is that number 3 for you, like the content side of it too, or like do you feel
I don't want to put a lot of emphasis on the content side because like what I will say.
So what is number 3? Like?
Number 3 is probably, I'm gonna call it everything else. That's a weird thing to say because you have your music writing, and that like there's all these things that you can do. You can spend all the time you want. You can like have release consistency, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But like, what you got to do is you got to dedicate time to everything else other than music.
The music itself.
So that's like networking. That is building relationships with labels. That's like learning graphic design, like we talked about earlier. Building your live show. It's like
thinking about every aspect, like your merch too. Your your that, like
and like social media is bundled into that. But like you kind of need to. I've always sort of split my life up in my brain up in 2. I'm like, I'm either working on music or I'm working on everything else. And I've always done that, and I've kind of like dedicated my time like pretty much like 50-50 to like music, everything else. And there's a fuck ton of shit to do in everything else. You could spend all of your time on everything else if you wanted. So like I've really tried to like think about that and just treat both, because both are equally important, I would say. And so you can't like neglect one or the other. You can't be like, I'll write more music later or I'll do that other shit later. It's like you gotta be on top of both, kind of like always.
Okay, cool. So you feel like there is like kind of like a balance that has to happen, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I mean, that sucks sometimes.
Yeah, it does, bro, because like even for me as an artist, like I want to be writing music all the time, but then I also like even with the simple shit like fucking cooking and cleaning and doing living and then also like then the other shit on top of it, like you know what I mean. So you have so much shit going on in your day, in your life, like every day, that it's super easy to get sidetracked. You know what I mean? Yeah. And just like kind of basically just having that focus is like super important. You know.
I find putting things in the calendar really helps me.
100%. Calendars are where it's at.
And really just like, holding myself accountable to like deadlines and like if I fill things up, if I fill my calendar up with a bunch of shit, then I know that I'm also like going to do it and get it done.
100%.
Yeah.
Have it in front of you. Like just not be able to kind of like not see it, you know?
Yeah.
So, okay, I have another question for you. Like what's the biggest mistake that you feel like artists make when they're trying to make music or get into music?
This is maybe not taking enough. Okay, so I'm going to speak. This probably applies to other genres, but I just can't touch on those as much. But specifically in electronic and house and stuff, I feel like it's maybe not taking enough risks and people really, really, really trying to sound like something else. You know, I think a lot of people are really, and it's such a, and in especially in electronic music, how sort of the label system works a little bit.
Right.
It's not like labels sign an artist and they like work with that artist for forever. It's like we sign this single and then we're gonna sign this single and then we're gonna sign this single and then this single.
So it's less like kind of consistent.
Yeah, and so kind of everybody kind of has a shot at getting their like track signed by this individual label. And the labels, especially in like dance music, have such a very specific sound. Very, 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 especially in house and techno and stuff. Like there's one tech house label to another tech house label, like to the lay person, they sound identical. But like if you listen cohesively to like this label's catalog and this label's catalog, like there's a very cohesive through line between all of their releases, like sonically.
Crazy. Okay. So they go with like what their sound is mainly, but then they bring it from different kind of places.
Yeah, exactly. Different artists or whatever.
Okay.
But releasing the same style of music of what their sound is. Now, because of that, artists will then write music for what they think is that label.
Yeah.
Right?
Just to get the bag.
Exactly. Well, and also it's not necessarily just to get the bag. And like, I have definitely in the past been like, because, the music's great. And you're a fan of the music and you're DJing the music. And like, there's some labels that you're just like, this label's fucking awesome, say like, for any of the house folks watching, like Repopulate Mars is a good example. The name of the label is.
Yeah.
And like they're great, and they for the past few years have been known as one of like the leading tech house labels. But like if I wanted to, I can open up my computer and write a song in that style. Like and I don't think that's like disingenuous of me, because I love that style.
No, it's kind of like when there's like sync briefs for me as an artist. Like I get sent these sync briefs, and it's like, yo, we need a song that sounds like this.
Yeah.
And I have to create something that matches what they're looking for. It's not because I'm chasing a bag. It's just because I love creating. And if someone has a prompt, you know what I mean? Like, let's try it. Let's try it out, Donner's saying, I have no idea where to send my stuff. Every label has a specific style. Look, man, from what I know, I don't know about how it works in the EDM scene, but from what I know is like they use disco. Like, do they use disco?
Yeah, we do a lot of that. But I think he just means he doesn't know which labels to send his stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because that's a constant problem. It's a problem that all of us have because of what I was talking about. Every label has a very, very specific sound. But also, the label game is completely different in dance music because from
how?
Because two things. One, everybody and their cat has a label. I have a label, which is I love and foster that brand and it's so much fun.
And it's a sick brand. Like I love the brand. Yeah, man, absolutely. And I'm not just saying this. Like I mean it.
Appreciate it. We put a lot of work into it. But
yeah, everyone snap of a finger, you create a label. It's not that big of a deal. Like
exactly. And because of that, there's also a lot of sort of smaller labels as well. Like Vibrancy is a small label. Yeah. A lot of the songs that we've signed have been sometimes artists, first few releases. Right. And so like in the hip hop world, your first few songs, none of them are getting signed.
No.
100%. Like the label shit, those conversations don't happen until wait, you're already touring, you're already playing hella shows, you're already selling tickets.
Big fucking facts,
you're fucking
bro.
doing all of that, but the label game in our world happens like sometimes, and this is kind of sad, it'll happen on the first song because there's tons of labels out there that are just like they're almost like preying on newer producers, and they'll just think, how hard is it to just do up the artwork, release it on Spotify, release it on SoundCloud, and then they'll distribute the track. They're a label, and like they haven't done any work per se, but the brand new artist is sick because they get to then tell all their friends, oh, I signed my track.
Just to say it.
Sure, yeah, and then they can promote it, and they have the artwork, and they're like, look, here's my song. It's coming out on this record label this Friday. How sick is that?
Got you.
I got my track signed.
Yeah.
Right, and so dude, I did this. Everybody goes through this process.
No, 100%.
Because it's just kind of like what you do.
Because it's this like false sense of like achievement. You know what I mean? Because it's like okay, and you get there.
But I wouldn't even say false sense, because I mean, like, and I'm just talking about like there's going to be labels that are going to have a threshold of quality, right? But some of those thresholds are just lower than others. Right, I don't think there's any label out there that you can just like sign up and just release whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
But like, reaching that initial. So I mean, it's still an achievement. So I don't want to That's what I don't want to downplay.
You don't want to downplay it. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. It still deserves credit and recognition well done. You know, you've written a song that is good enough for someone to want to put it out. And
True.
Put out some work, whatever. And they only put out so much music, and you were one of the best ones that they were sent.
Right.
So big ups on that front. However, you know, if the label themselves isn't really, you know, doing any work and not.
Listen, if they have some like if they don't care about you, they will never do anything for you.
100%.
And I think that's the thing about like playing a label is that people think it's the bigger the label, the better. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like you want like your label to be people you care about, you know, and care about you.
Definitely.
You know, and so actually to answer your question, have no idea where to send my stuff because every label has a specific style. I feel like let that happen like organically. You know what I mean? And because organically is the way to go. Like I think, like personally, like maybe it's different. Like it's
no, dude. It and I can think about all the label releases that I've had prior. And Adam just asked about Insomniac and how I got those records signed. And I actually just met one of the guys at a show, Sam, and I met him and. Afterwards, I messaged him and was like, "Hey, like, I also have some music for you," but like, I met him in person. I know that's like a horrible. You just gotta go meet him in person. Just go easy.
No, yeah, that's what I mean.
But that's
organic.
Yeah, I was at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that's organic.
I knew who he was. I had some friends who knew who he was. But like what led me up until that moment was years of meeting other people and having friends.
Yeah,
and
but also don't just when you meet him, don't just walk up to me. Yeah, here's my music, yo.
No, it wasn't any of that.
It has to be like a genuine connection, like.
And actually, to be fair, he's not even he's just one of the guys that works the label. And I sent him my music, and then he passed it along to the other people.
That's how it goes, man.
But yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's say I'm an artist.
You are a really good one too.
Thank you, dude.
You're great.
Thank you very much. So let's say that I'm an artist. I want to start DJing. Like, what's the most important thing that I need to start DJing?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna stop because do you want to start DJing or do you want to start producing music? Because they're two different things. They're two different things.
Okay, let's do both. Okay. So I'm a DJ and I want to get started. You know, I'm a bedroom DJ.
Yeah, and
I want to get started. Like, what's the first step?
The first step is get yourself a controller and download a fuck ton of music. Just download everything that you really like and try to start to organize some of that music into and some sort of organizational system that works for you. Genre, vibe, whatever. Download a ton of it.
All of it.
A ton of it. Then just start mixing. I mean, I know that seems
that's simple,
cheesy,
bro.
But DJing is a big thing about like the controls itself. Do you know how to DJ?
Yeah, I learned how to DJ a little bit. Yeah,
but the the controls aren't that hard.
They're not.
It's pretty straightforward for the most part. Once you pick up, the general beat matching and then the highs and the lows and how the EQs work and then the faders. It's not much more complicated than that. So then the best thing that you can do is just practice. Download a bunch of music, practice. Download a bunch of music, practice. Delete your shitty songs.
And that's it. Just go through all the thousands of tracks.
So yeah, that's how you'll get good at DJing. But then the hard part is like, okay, how do you go and get a gig from there, right? Practicing.
So how do you
practicing to DJ at home is
So how do you get your first gig as a DJ?
So there's different ways to do it for sure. But the biggest thing is to get involved in your like local scene.
Gotcha.
Before, like, go out to shows, spend time at if there's a specific show or a specific club that you want to play at, go there a lot and like be a familiar face that you're like, oh, I know them, I've seen them around. Like I want to and get to know who does the booking, who's the promoter, and then the other thing,
make friends with people.
If you want to get booked. like create a social media presence and take yourself seriously. Like you can tell sometimes when people are like, I'm a bedroom DJ and I'm like gonna continue to be a bedroom DJ for forever, when they're like, that's just like what they are kind of posting about. And you know, I think people think in their heads, I don't know, like you and I, you know, my studio doesn't look much different. We're still working in our homes, in our bedroom setups.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
And
but
creating fucking magic.
Yeah, but like our stuff, we take ourselves seriously.
Yeah,
we take ourselves very seriously. We want our stuff to look great and project ourselves.
Yeah, and
professionally.
by the way, I've been to like the big ass studios, bam, recording room.
Yeah,
it ain't it for me. I'm gonna be real. It ain't it for me. I like this little chill. You know what I mean? Vibe.
I like the chill environment too. I always, because then you're like, oh, look, I'm actually just fucking chilling.
And that's what music is.
This isn't costing me hundreds of dollars an hour.
Yeah. I got my first gig because of Todd.
Hell yeah, true. Do you know Todd's my manager?
Oh shit.
Todd's the shit. Yeah.
Have I met Todd?
Maybe. He lives in Sydney.
Oh.
But he's a great dude.
Sick.
He's the best.
Sick.
Yeah, he helps me run Vibrancy as well.
Okay, so oh shit, cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit
He's
about
like heavy. Yeah, I would be nothing without Todd. Todd's
damn
heavily involved.
Okay, and so did you know this person from when you first moved to Halifax?
Yeah, he was friends with a bunch of our friends. He's like good friends with.
Man, for some reason I feel like I've met Todd. I don't know.
You probably have at some point.
Yeah.
He's been around. He's been around for a while.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, he was friends with like I don't know, the Neon Dreams guys and stuff.
Got you.
And
I think I met him
Ryan and
last
Christian.
year at Vibrancy.
Probably. Yeah, he's like
at the Lighthouse.
That makes sense. Yeah, he's got red hair.
Yeah.
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 He's
Cool.
Like a bigger guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I know. Cool. So by the way, we were saying, like we were talking about how to get into it from a DJ perspective. Now, what if I'm starting to produce? You know, how do I get into it? What's the first step for me?
Okay. You just gotta get Ableton or Logic or FL Studio.
Get a DAW.
Get a DAW and a Splice subscription.
Splice is fire, bro.
Yeah, dude. Get one of those and just start messing around day by day. It's one of those things that it's a long journey. There's a million tutorials on YouTube. Don't feel like you need to go to school for it. That's huge advice. You do not need to go to school and pay lots of money to do this.
Yeah, unless you're trying to like be an engineer.
Even then that's what's great is you can like have credentials, and mostly the best thing about going to school for that is just the networking and meeting the people. Right. But you can learn all the skills on the internet for free.
You can absolutely, man.
The internet is a gold mine of tutorials and everything. I start with the basics. It's one of those things that you just day by day, incremental. You're like, is this song better than the song that I wrote yesterday?
True.
Yes. Next. Is this song better than the song that I wrote yesterday? Yes. Next. And just keep working that way. Because especially with producing, your first like couple years of production is going to be garbage. That's
an honest thing to say.
I mean, it's just the case for every single person. I don't know, some people pick it up a little bit faster than others, but most people it does take like at least a year, if not more, if not more.
Yeah, but I find
to get up to like where
a proper
the songs that you're hearing on the radio.
Right. Yeah. No. Fair enough.
Even just to train your ear on like the mixing.
So do you feel like so specifically your genre is like the tech house, right?
Yeah, tech house, techno.
Okay.
UKG. There's all kinds of stuff. But yeah, for a long time it was pretty much just tech house. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And
I've been doing a little bit more techno stuff lately though.
Some more techno stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool. So you mix between tech. I mean, it's similar families.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they're brothers.
Yeah.
You know,
siblings. Yeah.
They're siblings.
Yeah.
They're non-gendered siblings.
Yeah, just non-gendered. Yeah. Like, so as a tech house producer, like, what is classified as a hit song?
One that does really well. No, that sounds horrible. It's a
Is
horrible
there a
answer.
formula?
No, because there's always trends that are always kind of changing and evolving. Dance music and EDM per se, it's all of dance music is very trend oriented, and so everybody will start doing one thing for a few months,
Right.
Then they'll be on to another thing, and then they'll be on to another thing, and there'll be certain genres or certain styles that are really hot for a while, and then so like what's really hot right now might not be really hot next year, and so things are kind of always kind of following.
It's just cycling.
It's cycling, but I think, and maybe this is true in hip hop, I'm sure it is, but like very 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 trend focused. Like everybody's paying attention to what everybody else is doing, and if someone blows off a hit, then like
They just
a couple
fucking
months
vampire.
later, there's like a bunch of other songs that sound exactly like
Yeah,
it.
true.
And so
That's so true.
There is a lot of chasing the dragon.
Yeah. Interesting. So do you find yourself like giving like a lot of advice about how to get shit done in this motherfucking world?
I do sometimes, yeah. I don't know. Do you find that you give a lot of advice on how to get?
Whenever I see a youngin like that, I feel like they're doing it.
Yeah.
I usually love to.
Yes,
help
definitely
out.
the folks that you're like, oh, you get it. Because some people, you're like, I see you working, but you don't get it.
Yeah. It's like you're doing too much, brother.
Yeah. It's either you're doing too much or you're doing
like
too little, or you're talking too much or you're talking too little.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
100%.
It's either talking too much or talking too little.
What's the biggest piece of advice you can give, yourself or someone starting?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me think.
In
No.
like the within your genre.
Yeah, definitely just day by day, taking the time, putting a lot of time and effort into it, not being super harsh on yourself. When you're first starting out for the first couple of years of producing, I would argue, and there's no science backed in this at all, but I would argue that quantity is going to help you out over stressing about quality at the beginning. At the beginning, when you're first starting out and you're learning, you're not gonna make your song perfect. It's never gonna sound perfect. So stop wasting your time.
Stop worrying.
Just write the song. As soon as it's like a full length, it's full. It's got all the elements. You've worked on it as best as you can. Move on. Next, do it again. And work on that to your best of your ability. But at the beginning of your production journey, you don't stress on making everything perfect, because it won't be, and you're gonna like waste. You're gonna eventually have diminishing returns because you're gonna be spending so much time on a song that ultimately it's not it. You would that time is much better spent writing a new idea.
Well, that's how I feel about generally speaking, like how I feel about most music is that the main kind of, the meat and potatoes of the song happens almost within the first 10 minutes.
Yes. And
if it's not like that, or not even, just like that first period of little, the first moment you spend with the sound. Yeah, definitely. And then it you know what I mean? That diminishes over time. Like if you don't bang it out and feel a vibe from it, then you know what I mean? Like just move on. You know what I mean? And definitely. And I've definitely felt that way about certain things. And I'd show like a producer that I'm working with, and they'd be like, that ain't it, and I'd literally just tear it up and throw it away. Because I'm like, okay, cool, like I'm not physically attached, like I'm not gonna attach myself mentally to a fucking song, like we're meant to create.
I bet, and this is the thing with new producers, I bet when you first started your first few songs, you probably had a lot more attachment to them than you do now.
100%.
Now you're like, whatever's a song, song's a song. That's how I feel. Yeah. I feel I write a song and I'm just like, here's just this little fucking whatever.
Yeah. I still love to perfect it. I still love to.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But like, I think why this is because when we first start and we write a song, like that's the only song we've written.
Mm.
and it's the best thing we've ever done. And we don't really know if we're ever going to write anything better than that.
Yeah.
Like, this is the first thing that we've ever done. And at that moment, we don't know. We're like, we could, but maybe we've peaked. There's like a little.
Maybe this is our moment.
Maybe
Like, this is the song
there's
that's
got
going
to
to blow
be
us up.
something on the inside of you there that has that feeling. But as you write more, you write another one, and you're like, okay, like this song is pretty good too, but it still holds a lot of importance to you because you
Right.
only have 2 songs at that point.
Yeah.
It probably holds 50%. It holds a lot of weight.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, take the weight of the first song, cut it in half.
Yeah.
And now this second song is still pretty heavy. But as you write more songs, the importance diminishes as you have, I've probably written, 500 songs at this point. Another song is just another song, which is, obviously some songs are more important, some songs are special. But I think what's great is I can be way more critical. Because like if I write a song and I spend 20, 30 hours on a song, that's a long time. And I've really dedicated all myself and I've really put all this work into this song. Old me, who had only written, 5-10 songs, would have said, I can't have wasted all that time. The song is pretty good. Let's just like put it out. But now, if I've put 20, 30 hours in and the song's not good, I'm going to throw it away.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it away. I don't care how much time I spent on
100%.
it. Because I'll write another song and it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's not.
I know it's a bummer to have lost that time,
Sometimes
but also you got to write the shitty songs to write the good ones.
100%.
Is my opinion, and any time that you have spent writing music has been a learning experience. And though the final product of those 30 hours might not have been, a product that you can go, you have learned a lot of things along that journey. You have, maybe there were parts of that song you can repurpose and use in other things or whatever. It's not time misused or time, but like being honest with yourself and being like, this song isn't as good as my other ones. And I think
you have to have that, like, you have to be somewhat self-aware, and also, like, kind of over time slowly build that, like, kind of like a wall of just like knowing what's gonna be good and knowing what's gonna be bad. There's like you said, like maybe quantity over quality, but at the same time
at the beginning,
but a certain level of quality. You can't.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's got to
Like,
be your best.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that, man. Do you feel like, in general, like the state of EDM? How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's pretty good right now. I feel like we're doing all right.
Yeah.
I feel like genres are blending a lot more amongst a lot of things. I think the state of the music industry as a whole is slightly worrisome. But
in what way?
I think we're gonna figure it out a little bit, and I'm seeing a lot more. A lot of a rise in independent movements and independent artists.
100%.
We're seeing a lot more of that. So that is excellent.
It is.
This whole, because everything's new. Spotify hasn't been around for that long.
Right.
10 years or so. And so this whole model, this whole system of
we're learning it as
we're
we
still
go.
trying to figure this all out. So
yeah.
I think, there's still some rocky waters ahead to try and like figure out how this is sustainable a little bit, and then also on the other hand, like, I know ticket sales have been down like across the board as well.
Wow.
Like just like
in general.
just
That's tough.
like all music is.
Well,
down.
I think
And it's
also
like,
because generally speaking,
people don't have money.
Yeah, bro.
That's it. And so that's one thing. The other thing that I'm like, this sounds crazy, but I'm seriously worried. Well, not worried. Worried's the wrong word. curious about how AI is going to impact electronic music.
Well, brother,
producing music.
I actually have a big like feeling that, you see, AI can replicate.
Yeah.
You know, it can create, but I feel like humans in general evolved with the involvement of these things. So, like, for instance, right, like art. If we take paintings, right?
Yeah.
We look at a painting. Back in the day, paintings used to be, like, in the Renaissance era,
Yeah.
the most realistic looking,
Yeah.
like they'll get the water drop in your eye
Yeah.
type of realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cameras got invented.
Yeah.
When cameras got invented, people could get that.
Yeah.
So it birthed new styles like Picasso, where it doesn't look anything like the reality. So
true.
I feel like the more
painting, there's still painters around today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. And there's still painters around today after AI.
Yeah.
Right. And I think like art, it just,
And that's also I totally hear you, man. I feel that. Then that's why why I stopped myself and I'm like, I'm not worried.
I'm not.
But
You should be worried if you're like replaced. Like, shouldn't have Excel sheets replaced accountants by now? But no, man, because like, you know, good accountants are needed, and good artists are needed.
Definitely.
You know,
definitely.
especially if you have like a production mind.
Yeah.
And not just I play guitar. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you have a production mentality. Yeah, man. And I feel technology is just slowly like cutting out the bottom part of life, like in general. So, like, for instance, like how self-checkout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, now you don't need this. Machines at fucking car factories. Oh, now you don't need people building cars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's slowly cutting off.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
And they're trying I'm
definitely not anti-technology.
I'm not anti-technology.
I'm very curious. I think there will be some real impacts on, because I think what you're going to see is really anybody's going to be able to create really good quality music.
Yeah.
Right. And so what happens when anybody can create good quality music? Then we have to, I don't know, kind of rely on.
You have to create something that's never been created.
Yeah. And
exactly. That's what is and the thing is, bro, is that the AI is gonna build off of what we currently know. So what do we currently know? We currently know that, you know, let's say you were talking earlier about the breaks. So if you want to create a dubstep track, it's gonna be you know what I mean? So the whole point
but
is,
what it's good at, and what, you know, look at you when you, I don't know, I've messed around with the Mid-Journey and but it's really good at taking what I was talking about earlier, taking different styles and different things and fusing them together to
100%.
create something completely new. And so I think, you know, with music, it's going to be the same thing. I mean, I think you will be able to create some absolutely absurdly creative stuff, like pretty not without the time that it would have taken.
Yeah. You're right. You know what's crazy? I met this guy. He made this thing called Lemonade, and it's like an AI system that, like, you upload samples to it. Yeah, like 1,000 samples, let's say. Yeah, and it takes that and it spits out so many like samples back at you. Oh, cool. And it just like it's like a loop / sample generator. Wow, cool. Based off of your sound. Wow, that's cool shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, I met that guy at Music Week actually, and he was such a cool dude, man. Wow, that's man. Lemonade, yeah, man. They're dope as fuck. I'll actually tell Trips to send you a part of that shit. Yeah, man. I you know, anybody who's scared, I feel like, of AI is just, I don't know, man. Let's just embrace everything that's happening. At the same time, we need to everything in moderation. Yeah, fucking. Yeah. And the part of the job that wears on me is the like social side of things. Oof. You know, the social. What's the most what's the weirdest like social encounter you've had, like when you're DJing? Oh, I don't know.
Just people probably asking for requests.
Dude,
and
that's
shit
every
happens all the
DJ's fucking
time.
question. Yeah.
Happens all the time. I'm trying to. There's nothing that jumps straight to mind right away. I wish there was something, but I'm really bad at recalling individual stories, especially on the spot.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
after we smoked a couple joints.
Yeah, man.
Stories aren't coming up.
I feel you. Yeah, man. No, it happens. I feel like one of mine.
Yeah, you got some?
I no, but this one's such an awkward thing from my side. I was asked to DJ. I was talking so much shit too. It was just this house party. It wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, man. So the guy's like, yo, you know, I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, yo, get on. I was like, oh shit, I haven't DJed in like 4 years. so I definitely like forgot the whole system. And then boom, I got up, man. I fucking embarrassed the shit out of myself. That was probably one of the worst
Nice
moments of my life. Yeah.
Dude, that's so funny.
It's fucked. But you know, I feel like as a DJ, like you expect your live shows to be a lot fucking wilder. Like you feel like there's gonna be some like crazy shit popping off. And then it's like,
dude, sometimes they're not. And one thing that is super bizarre, and it was something that I like just didn't expect, is when over the past couple of years I got to play some like really big shows. And prior to that, it was, you know, I had some amazing shows in smaller clubs, smaller crowds, smaller venues. But I remember one of the first times I played one of these really, really giant shows, and I was at the Hollywood Palladium in LA, and you're up there on stage, and the stage is like, there's like a barrier, and then there's all the speakers, and then there's like another giant barrier, and then you're up on stage, and then you're up like on another riser up behind. And so, I walked up. Yeah, exactly. I walk up on stage and I'm playing, and I remember getting off stage, and I remember like FaceTiming my girlfriend afterwards, and I was like, babe, like that was the weirdest show I've ever played in my entire life. And I'm like, I feel like I should be really happy and really stoked right now, but I'm just like
confused.
I'm just confused because like there I was playing to 4,000 or 5,000 people, fucking huge room, one of the biggest shows I've ever played, and like the show went great, like it was fine, I didn't fuck up or whatever, and I just wasn't connecting with the crowd. You
can't at that point.
I just felt like I was up there like alone.
Yeah,
I felt like
on a spaceship.
I was like, this isn't. I was like trying to like watch to see if people were enjoying it, and you could see some people were having fun, but then you could see pockets of people just standing there, and you're like, but like you start to realize, because I've played a bunch of these now, that's just what playing in front of a giant crowd is like. It's a giant crowd of people, and sometimes they're stoked. You know, it's obviously some crowds are more hyped up than others, for sure. But like, you're just never gonna have that same energy as you do as a smaller stage,
like 400, 1,000.
Yeah, yeah. In a smaller room, the energy, you can feel it, and you can hear the crowd. It's palpable. Everybody's there. It's like, but the bigger the room, the more you're like,
you're absolutely right.
Disconnected.
Except if you're like a fucking like legend, like
oh
if you're
yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking
of course,
like Freddie Mercury, like,
yeah. Oh no,
like then like you can do that, but
yeah,
you know what I mean? Because then like 5 million people are there for you, like you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, I feel like as a rapper too, like or like an R&B urban, if you want to call it urban artist, I feel like it's also.
I also want to know because I sometimes just call you like a rapper or hip hop artist or whatever. But what do you? Because you're not really. You're singing, bro. You got real.
Thanks, dog. I don't know. I feel like
you're songwriting.
I just do me. You know.
Yeah. What do you like to be called? Just an artist?
I'm just yeah. Because I'm doing this shit too, and I'm also like I'm just chilling, bro. I'm living life like.
But you don't take offense to rapper.
No, I don't, because I rap. Like, that's kind of where I came from. Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like,
you're more than that.
Rapper is such a boxing word.
Yeah, of course.
It just like, he's a rapper. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I prefer hip hop artist. But would you call your music hip hop?
I think it's heavily influenced by
Yeah,
hip
it's
hop.
hip hop. Yeah,
I think it's like hip hop,
it's kind of
R&B,
R&B. I hear a lot of R&B vibes in the new stuff that you've showed me.
Arabic vibes.
Sick.
Yeah, man.
Is there a specific genre, like in Arabic, that your music is influenced by? Like in Arabic, is it called hip hop?
Oh, so I mean, in Arabic,
Or is there like another, like, is there a name for Arabic hip hop?
yeah, no, I mean, no, not really, because it's
Yeah.
like an English word, right? Like
That's what I
rap,
thought. Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
rap
exactly.
or hip hop. But for me, I wasn't influenced by like rap. Like there wasn't rap when I grew up in Arab country. Like you
Yeah.
know, there was rap when I got a little older, but rap wasn't there. For us, it was more poetry. It was more like singers and songwriters.
Yeah.
Like you know, yeah.
Were your big global bands and stuff, were they popular?
like bands from here?
Or like anywhere, like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones? Like
100%,
Yeah,
dude. Like for us, like growing up, like there were radios playing like all the fucking big
Western
tracks.
music.
Yeah. Like when Snoop Dogg came to Lebanon and shut that shit down, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like we embraced that. In fact, like
So
like,
you were listening to American hip hop?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think even like fucking like Avicii played like Lebanon. Like
Oh, yeah,
bro.
of
Like
course.
Lebanon is huge
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like.
Well, yeah, I
for
follow.
the
Beirut's
dance.
always been like a very artsy.
Yeah,
city.
bro. I
It's-
think you should check that shit out, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Because I swear to God, bro, like Lebanon is a city that loves to fucking party.
yeah.
They love to party, bro.
Yeah.
And if you're just setting vibes, well, man, every night people are partying every night, dude.
Love it.
Every night.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, cool. Damn, bro. Like it's 4:57. Holy
Wow,
shit.
time flies when we're having fun.
I'm back. Had some release day errands. Hell yeah. Oh, congrats on the release, bro.
Who had a release? Donner? Hell yeah, bro. I'll have to
King-
check it out. Congrats, man.
Yeah, man. Congrats on the release. Yeah, so guys, just to wrap this up, Clove is playing tonight at the Marquee.
Nope. Pacifico.
At Pacifico.
Close.
It's like
For the Junos.
For the Junos.
Yeah.
Clove's playing tonight at Pacifico for the Junos, and I think it's gonna be sick. It's happening
Yeah.
at 1 a.m.
Yep.
And-
Super late. But the show goes early.
No, but the thing is that you are closing the night. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you set the vibe for the rest of the night. You know what I mean?
As people leave.
Really?
No,
People leave?
No,
Nah, man.
I'm kidding.
Come
kidding.
on.
I'm
Come on. Listen. We
No,
can't.
it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
I'm stoked, bro.
I'm stoked too, bro. I'm definitely gonna be there. Do you need a ticket for it?
There are some at the door.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'll take a. I'll see what we can do.
Okay. Sick.
I actually don't know how that's working. I said that, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
I
So
literally have
let me know.
no
If anything,
idea.
yeah, I don't mind like banging at the door. But yeah, let me know. Cool, man. Do you want to leave us with a final, you know what I mean, final remark or closing remark or a final piece of advice, like whatever you want to say?
I'm just really glad that we gave Voldemort and booted him up a couple. Because like having him down there below, I think he definitely deserves his spot up in A tier.
He does. I think so. That's it. Your final.
That's my
That's your
final
final
remark.
words. Well, guys, thank you for joining, bro. Junos is huge, guys. Yeah. You know what I mean? And yo, the Voldy promo was the stream's highlight. Yeah, facts, bro. Like we couldn't do my boy Voldemort dirty like that, man. Let's go. Thank you for the good time. Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate you for joining. I appreciate y'all for being here. We're gonna be posting clips of this like throughout the next week and the week after. Me at least. It's up to him. But yeah. But
Dude, I love the clips.
yeah, man. So, you know, tune in, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Make sure you like the video. It actually helps a lot. And yeah, man.
This was fun.
Hell yeah. Thank you for coming, my friend.
My guy. That was fun as fuck.
That was so fun, bro.